Michael and Jacob.
Hello, welcome in. How you doing? Happy Friday. It's Friday. How you doing? I'm too blessed to be stressed. I hope you're the same. Welcome again. Episode, what is this? Episode 67. You're locked in here at episode 67, the Untitled series here on United Spurs of America. So big up yourself right now. If you're in the house, how you doing? Hit the like or don't. Participate in the poll or don't. It's all up to you. However you want to live your Friday, it's all welcome here on United Spurs of America. But I hope you were too blessed to be stressed, as am I. Welcome in, indeed. Go ahead and start fading this music out so you think there's some kind of production value here. That's what we try to offer, at least. But I hope you take something away from this all. I have a good time. I hope you do too. But I cannot wait. 5:30 a.m. we kick off. We are less than 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, until we go to Luton. Well, I mean, we might already be in Luton town. Hello, knock, knock. Who is that? Could be Heungmin's son at your dad if you live in Luton. I don't know. I don't know if we're there tonight or we travel there to Brighton early tomorrow. I don't fucking know. I don't have the itinerary. But what I do know, when Tottenham come to town, it could be time to talk to us nicely indeed. So ding dong, if it's them at your door, open up, bring the dirty laundry in. Don't let it hang outside because we got a game. I can't wait. I feel like some people have been trying to be modest about this. Some people have been kind of shameless about it. For me personally, I think we're 24 hours in. You know how I get 24 hours in. Fuck it. We're going 6-0. I already dropped an F-bomb 5 minutes into the show, but I don't really care. I'm feeling the vibes. How is everybody? Again, happy Friday. Let me say what's up to the chat before I bring the guest in. But you know how we like to keep it. The vibes are immaculate. Maybe I'm too hyped before playing a recently promoted, a playoff winning promotion, mind you, Luton side. But you know what? We shouldn't take it lightly. I should be serious and not give some kind of like, what's this hair doing here? This hair is really pissing. It's struggling with me today. It's struggling, but I'm not struggling. The vibes are immaculate. Chewy's here as well. Say hi, Chewy. Yeah, there you go. He said hello. But first place prize, what a coincidence. Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs. She gets double first place prize today. And she gets a participation trophy today. What a day it is for her indeed. It might feel like a night out, but it's not. It's just Friday night here with United Spurs of America. So good morning, though. Happy Saturday to any Australians that might be tapping in right now. Big up David as well. Elvis G is in the house. How are you doing? Adrian Shroka, Milton Nobrega, Archibald. Hello, Archibald. How are you doing? Liam Hardy. How you doing, Liam Hardy? That's a cool name. Hardy. I hardly know her. Scott M. Someone else chose the Scott option this week. I'm fully on the 3 points, no doubt train. Scott, you know I always try and give you representation here on the channel. So do partake in the poll. The question for today is final predictions of the result tomorrow. What are y'all thinking? 86% right now saying Spurs with 3 points, no doubt. 3% says Spurs will lose away at Luton. That's funny to me. No one said we're going to draw, but there is at least one person that thinks we're going to lose tomorrow. And 10% says Spurs win, but it's because of luck. Hey, whatever you want to call it, just talk to me nicely. That's all I care about. Especially you, Liverpool. Here's to looking at you. Talk to me nicely. Archibald, Chewy's not worried. He's getting comfy. He's locking in for the show. He likes to hide right behind those comments, doesn't he? I might need to get a Chewy cam. Wouldn't that be sick? He could be like a panelist member. We got a Chewy cam. I just have him call in. Anyway, I'm digressing. Spurs GCTV, how you doing? Jim, just a guy who loves Spurs. That's double YouTube chat members in the house. Another YouTube chat member, Gio Rea. Big up, everyone. Big up, Gio. Big up, Drula. Another YouTube chat member, Spurs Psych. Hi, Jacob and chat. Nice to be joining you live tonight. Big up, Spurs Psych. It's a new name in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Let me know where you're tapping in from so I know whether to say good night, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. But howdy, howdy indeed from El Paso, Texas. Big up Jacob, 2-0 Spurs win tomorrow. Okay, Ian Satwick, you're talking nicely. I like to see it. Rod Thompson's in the house. 10:30 p.m. kickoff tonight. Sounds like you're in Australia. Sounds like a good time for you. That sounds like a perfect time to kick off if I'm in Australia. But for me, that's 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m. Don't ever tell an American he ain't dedicated to the craft. You know what I'm saying? 6-1 Spurs from J. Co. Big up J. Co. Big up Chris Peters. 10-inch club member Chris Peters. Big up Jacob and all in the chat. Chris, I hope you're doing well, my friend. We need to talk about upgrading your photo. I need at least like a Sonny. It doesn't have to be you, but we need to put like Romero, Sonny, or something like Van de Veen, or whoever you're vibing with, Chris Peters. Let's get you a photo. That pink C is just not doing you enough justice, my friend. But welcome in. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Caption Grandma's here as well. Good day, China and illustrious participants. Shout out VAR. Zapur's in the house. Big up Zapur. Richie on the score sheet tomorrow. Let's get it. Okay, that's an interesting prediction. 6-1 for the J Co. Richie to get 3, says Rob Ragnarsson. Big up Rob Ragnarsson. He says F it. 6-0. He's feeling the same vibe. We're less than 24 hours in. By the time this show ends, we may be 12 hours away from kickoff. Let that sink in. This is a preview of all previews. I mean, well, not of all previews, but like timing wise, it's kind of cool. I mean, not for me because I have to wake up super early. That means I can't stay up and play video games all night, even though I can barely stay up past 10 p.m. half the time. I hate that recliner, man. Anyone else got a recliner that just sucks you in? You just get like, oh, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe the boy's wearing me out. I don't know. Big up Chewy from Jula. Chewy, you get love. Every time my wife cracks up, every time I'm like, come on, Chewy, let's go. It's showtime. She's like, oh, it's funny that people like shout out Chewy and even know that Chewy exists. So that's absolutely cool. But big up Rob Ragnarsson. Spurs Psych is in the UK. So good evening, sir. Just past 10 p.m. for you. Hope you're doing well. Big up Rod Thompson. Ren, good morning. Says big up Jacob. Game day is game day in Australia. Lucky you. But like I said, by the time this show ends, you never know. It may be It may be just about 12 hours till kickoff. Don't complain about 5:30, Jacob. Oh, you're in Cali, or you're on the West Coast. So yeah, you got a 4:30 a.m. You got it bad. Well, a little bit worse than me, I guess. Big up Shaquille. Spurs will win 4-1. I love to see it. The vibes are already immaculate as we get this thing rolling. So big up. Y'all know the rules. Keep the vibes immaculate. Let me know what you think. And if you feel like Scott M, it's okay. You are allowed to feel like Scott M here. And I'm going to give you a virtual hug. So anyone who's feeling like Scott M, just get in here. There's a hug for you. But what I do want to say is big shout out to everyone if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on playback. Big up yourself right now. Please do hit that like if you don't mind. But you know what? Sometimes I got guests. Sometimes I don't got guests. Yesterday I had 2 guests. Whoa, how that happened, I have no idea. Sometimes, you know, I like to think of it, I'm just a wee fisherman boat out there in the big pond. And sometimes the waves will take me here, take me there, and I don't know what kind of fish I may catch. But today, I caught a very, very nice fish. A fish that I would think they're laughing because, yeah, I try to segue into an intro for the guests, you know. I try to do that. And unfortunately, their channel is such a long fucking channel name that it makes it near impossible to have what I want to have in my title and then also have the title of their channel. So without further ado, let's bring on the longest YouTube name in the game, Kate, with just a girl who loves Spurs and then some exclamation point. Talk to me nicely. How are you, Kate? Good evening.
I can't believe you brought me in with comparing me to a fish.
No, but like a good catch, you know what I mean? You're like, whoa,
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
thanks,
expect
yeah.
this kind of a carp, you know, and I pulled up, I was thinking we're going to get some sashimi or something, and here I am with the big time carp, or even a swordfish, you know, the ones with the big long nose. Those are pretty cool. They'll kill you too.
So now you sound like I've got a big nose as well.
No, I'm just saying you never know. You could fly up out of the water and it could be like, oh, wow, look at that swordfish go. Or it could be one of those where it impales the person next to you and you're just glad you weren't 2 feet to the left. So, but how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Jacob. How are you?
Quite an intro. I love it. I'm doing great. Too blessed to be stressed. You know the vibes around here. So
I've just got to, before you start, I've just got to show you my new shirt. Look. Big Ange.
Hey, big Ange. Get in.
Yeah.
That's a cool shirt. I want to shout out West Coast Cacarel. They hit me up on Twitter. They've got the coolest design. Well, not. I'm putting it up there like top 2 designs, and it may not even be number 2. It's got all. It's filled up. It's like a pattern of all the USA supporters groups logos.
I seen that.
And it's sick. And he sent me a shirt, and I'm washing it. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow when I go banging my chest, and everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, where'd you get that shirt? That's so cool!" And then I'm gonna plug this dude's channel. So that's the hope. Hopefully, I can get this dude some shirt sales. But the thing is very nice. It came in yesterday, and I was looking at it. But my wife, she always makes me wait till I wear it. She's like, "You don't know where that's been. You need to wash it before you put it on your body." And I'm more
That's
of like
a woman thing.
I'm more of like, as soon as it comes in, I'm just like, I'm putting it on. Let's go. And you know what? She's right. I should err on the side of caution. I'm no longer young. So if I get some kind of like something in the threads, I don't know. But again, digressing. Shirts, great. I love your shirt. Big Ange. Trust Big Ange. Big up Kaylee's in the house as well from London. Says quiz. Big up every single time. I love it when people always put in the sign off. I feel like the sign off is becoming synonymous with the channel. As the channel's grown, so has the my wife just said, "Hey, can you try not to yell?" I guess that means I was yelling. No, I don't think I was. She could have just been warning me, but who knows? I don't know. She says, "We hear you," and he's just barely falling asleep. Quiz. Boy, it's time to wake up. Game day. Okay, I shouldn't keep yelling. That's not funny, because she's actually trying to put the boy to sleep. So I'll be good. I'm sorry, baby. If you could hear me, she says you could hear me. So, but big up. Let me see a couple more people checking in the chat before we really kick things off. I mean, I already dropped an F-bomb 5 minutes into this show, so I really don't know where it goes from here. But I'm going to refresh the YouTubes. Let me see. Did they limit my ad? No, they said you're good. You know what? It's weird because Sean says he goes live and then it's just instantly ad suitability as soon as he goes live. And for me, I dropped an F-bomb at 4 minutes and 13 seconds and YouTube is okay with it. Is it because I'm American that I can get away with something like that?
Yeah, maybe because they don't realise that you're saying that word because you're a Texan. It sounds something different, maybe.
I don't say it's all proper. I don't say, "Oh, suck my balls, you filthy animals." You know, is it because I don't say it like that?
I'm just trying to work out what accent that actually is.
I don't know. I you know what? The thing is, I'm like a very bad dart player when it comes to accents. And the dartboard is filled with, you don't even know what that is. And I may hit the board, I may not hit the board. You kind of never know with my accent, so that's what it is. Big up Rich, another YouTube chat member. LJ Rockshoe is in the house. Says, big up fam. Andrew's talking sensibly about last week. Everyone else was just trying to be relevant by being sensationalistic. 5-0. Sorry, Luton. I love it. Love it. New name in the chat as well with a very bold prediction. So I love it. Keep getting your predictions in. We will say hello to all of it. If I could grab, who's Rory?
That guy Rory Jennings, is it on TalkSport? He's
You're
vile.
asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, he's not very nice. Chelsea fan.
Well, that says it all now, doesn't it? No, that's unfair. I do have some Chelsea fans who are good folks. There are some good Chelsea folks out there. I will say they exist. I've met a few. Ren says good morning to Kate and Big Ange we trust. Good morning, Ren, indeed. Rory Jennings, yep, that's what they're talking about. Evening, Patty Hartnett, how are you doing? And I need to Google this guy. Apparently he's got a punchable face. I didn't know that, but...
Yeah, he has. Voice and punchable everything, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I always feel like I sound quite posh when I'm on your show. I don't know if it's because you're a Texan. Because I always sound common as muck. But when I'm with you, Jacob, I always feel like a lady that talks quite posh. I don't know why that is.
Don't walk through the lobby with your shoes on. You know, like yeah, it does. It feels fan. That's why I like mingling with you folk, because whenever I hear your voices, you know, it's like cool. That's like what y'all's, you know, big old proper English, and over here in the South, it's just like, you know.
It's like when I texted you the other day and I said, "Don't be daft," and you were like, "What's daft?"
I've heard it, and I'm like, I don't exactly know what that means. Does that mean I'm being dumb, or does that mean I'm being like daft with the wind. It made me think of like a draft blowing through my dafty. I don't know.
No,
Ren
it
says,
sounds
Kate, you
silly.
sound posh to me, but the Australian developed from slurred drunk convicts, so that's kind of fun. I like that. And I always
Yeah.
wondered, it took me a while till I realized that Australian and UK were different, you know?
A lot of people say that.
It's very interesting. This wasn't meant to be a linguistic type show, but shout out everyone who is entertaining this conversation at the moment. There are over 60 of y'all in the house. Big up Glenn Meadows, another YouTube chat member, says, big up Kate and Jacob, Luton Town with another home loss incoming. My question is, like, I know there's a lot to talk about in regards to like the actual match and what we're going to see on the pitch, but around the pitch, I want to talk about for a second. Have you ever been to this ground?
I've been to Luton, but I've never been to the ground, no. Thank the Lord.
Because don't you have to like go through an underground canal to reach the entrance or some kind?
What it is, the away entrance is sort of here, and there's a house kind of built around it. So you literally kind of walk through the neighbour's garden to get into the ground.
Is it a nice garden? Do you think that since Luton's been in the Premier League that they've really taken, you know what, because for me, the little bit of redneck in my blood would say I'd sit on my lawn chair in my briefs and just standing as everyone's walking by and just saying good morning to what's seeping out the edges of my mankini is what I would say. But that's just the redneck in me. You guys are more proper out there. You probably would.
I don't know about in Luton, they're not.
I have no idea about Luton. I didn't even know they were a club until last year when I was watching them in the playoffs. So that shows you my vast knowledge of England.
It's quite a small garden, and I expect to see a man sat in a deck chair with his briefs on and possibly a string vest, smoking a cigarette as away fans toddle past. And they don't need VAR because they can just run into the neighbour's house and watch it on the telly on replay. So no need for VAR at Luton.
That's kind of fun. You know, I like the uniqueness, you know. Something else that is unique is like how every pitch is different size. And I don't know, do you know if Luton's pitch is smaller or bigger or what in comparison to ours?
Well, we started watching Luton Burnley the other day, and I said the pitch actually looks decent, but the crowd are really close to the pitch. It's like an old school type pitch, so I would imagine it can be quite. It is quite shit gone. I imagine it could be quite intimidating. Maybe, I don't know. It looks.
We see you in the bath. We see you in the bath. Hey, old lady, we see you in the bath. That's a great song. They need to work on their creativity for the songs that they sing there.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard like away fans only like 110 away fans get to go, so that's kind of cool.
Well, it is, but it just. I said to Jim, we was watching it. It just doesn't look anything like a Premier League ground. But I suppose that kind of adds to the beauty of it in a way. But yeah, I just don't understand why, if you lived there, why you'd still live there. I'd be moving if I had traits.
Well, you know, I don't want to. Hey, people sometimes get tied down to a location for a number of reasons, and I don't want to have preconceived notions or judgments about why those may be. Because, you know, like the city I live in, I wanted to come here, but if you grew up here, the whole goal is to get the hell out of here and get to the big city. I'm from the big city, and I was like, I'm getting the hell out of there, and I'm going to the small town. So it's like, for me, you know, people have different reasons why they're in different areas. And honestly, if I would love the fact, if I had a back garden, shitty or not, that there's a pitch shouting, I don't have to pay for season tickets. I'm a season owner of the damn thing. Who's going to stop me from getting on a ladder and just watching the match? I'm in my garden. But again, that's the American in me. I'm going to do what I want. I don't know if the UK's got like the ladder police out there. They're like, no, step off that ladder. Don't be too tall. Don't get your knickers in a chimney.
I'm not sure.
What do they call chimneys?
Yeah, they call them chimneys, yeah.
Okay, chimneys, yeah.
I don't think we've got ladder police, but I am with you in the fact that we lived in sort of right near London, and we moved to Lincolnshire to get away from the craziness of London to come out to the country.
Lincolnshire, I love it. What a town it is. Big up Chris Peters. He updated. The man's got a beard made of Viking remnants, it looks like. But big up Chris Peters. And I'm kind of jealous. As you can see, I haven't shaved in about a week. And this is what I'm working with. So I can't really grow. Yeah. But you know what? I take it. Everyone I know that's had a beard that was my age, they're now going bald. And I'm yet to meet that maker. So if that's the price I have to pay, if I get to keep it here but never have it, I just never have it here. Like, you know, that's fine. I can still grow the freedom stash. And I think as an American, that means the most to me, that I still have the freedom stash.
What about the gray though?
You see, we were having such a good time, Kate. We were having a good time here. Now I'm going to have to go back to football because you're trying to really mess with me. And
I can't see it today at all. Not even a little bit. I've got to be honest.
Thank you for that, I suppose. But, you know, it was a topic in which I was hoping we would not cover, much like when we speak about Eric Dyer, which real quick, do you think he'll be in the 20 at all tomorrow?
No. Is the quick answer. No. And again, no.
So you're saying Ashley Phillips?
Yes, I see Ashley Phillips on the bench. I don't think Dyer will be anywhere near it. And I'm hoping he's nowhere near it at all. I'd rather see kids playing than the likes of Eric Dyer. I'd rather see kids playing than the likes of Højbjerg after he stormed off down the tunnel the other day and didn't celebrate with the team. I don't like all that.
Hey, Kate, the day that happened and everyone started getting on Højbjerg for what? Bro, have you ever had to just like, you just ate the wrong kind of curry, a little too much curry, and you have to rush off to the bathroom? You don't know what this man was under. You don't know what he was going through. Hey, there's been times at parties, I give you the old, what do they call it, the Irish goodbye? I skirt off into the darkness while no one's looking. When I get drunk, that's how I operate. I remember this one time, real quick, I'm going to digress. This one time at a Halloween party, I got way too shit-faced way too quickly, and I just disappeared. And I went. It was a party on like this big lot where they worked on RVs and like big buses and stuff that people lived on. And so like it's this big plot of land. They had all these RVs. So I went in between these RVs and just passed out, and then threw up some, and then passed out some more. My brothers ended up finding me over there. They brought me some water. It was a good time. In the end of, I think that's where my back problems originated because of how I passed out. But you know what? You live and you learn. And I never again was I Fabio at a Halloween party because I blame it. I was feeling the Fabio vibes. I'm not going to lie. I was feeling myself that evening a little too confidently, drinking on this blue mystery drink. And next thing you knew, yeah, that's the thing. When those mystery drinks, it's really a mystery. And then what happens at the end of the night is really a mystery as well. So,
and if I'll ask, I know it's off topic, but
that's why Højbjerg left, yeah.
Was the sick blue?
Sick blue?
Yeah, you know when you were sick after drinking a blue drink, did you bring up blue sick?
It was dark. It was dark as hell. And it was all a blur because in between, it was like, I just remember passing out and then I would like wake up. My brother's like, oh, hey man, here, I brought you some water. I finally found you. Everyone was looking for you. And then my other brother comes and then I pass out and then I wake up and it's my other brother. And he's like, you doing all right? I'm just letting you know, bro, I'm getting out of here with some chick. And I'm like, hell yeah, badass, bro. And then I pass back out again. And then I wake up and then it's like, hey, it's time to go. And I crawl into the back of a car. And that's the way it went. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, shout out. It's Halloween's a precarious time because my birthday's the day after Halloween. So it's like a Michael Jackson music video. You just, hey, I may be a dancing zombie, but we still dancing out here, right? Ben Kaufman with the fact checked here says Luton Town's pitch is the second smallest after Turfmoor. Interesting enough. So I was going to say I don't think that makes a difference. I think that's just an excuse. Anyway, I think a team should be used to playing on all these different size pitches from being in the Premier League so long. Oh,
I do concur with that though. Luton actually is a shithole.
I just can't speak illy of a place I haven't personally been to.
No,
but I hear you. If you've been to Luton Townshire, then you might have an opinion about Luton Tire and Breckenfire.
I think Luton's in Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire, some shit like that. These made up towns in the UK. I don't believe half of them are real. I think y'all be lying to everybody about what these towns are, but that's neither here nor there. Big up Joe Heung is in the house. Sunny Wife, say it twice, says Koiz and hi Kate. Big up Sunny Wife. New name in the chat. Ryman Son's here. Hello. David O'Laughlin, Kaylee, how you doing? Future Music, did we say hello? Jacob, never go to Luton, even the airport. I don't know what's going on there. Sounds, well, now I feel like I want to go and see what the hype is all about. But
no.
The first topic to discuss, we are nearly 30 minutes in. See what happens when you bring another class clown to the act, and you don't do me no favors because you feed into my distractions. You feed
Last
into
time it was Forrest Gump. At least we was only talking about sick and zombies this time.
Yeah, well, there you go. And
yeah, so,
a Halloween. It is Halloween season, so
yeah.
But the first little bit of news is good news, and I'm curious your thoughts. Everyone knows how I'm going to feel about this, but let's go ahead and share this with. Well, that's not a very good view. Hang on. This is from Paul O'Queef. Says good news that Maddison and Sonny are available for selection tomorrow. Need to avoid taking Luton lightly. Which actually I feel like now that I've read that out loud, I should have somehow utilized that little Luton lightly. Looking at Luton lightly. Let's not look at Luton lightly. Lightly looking at Luton in the limelight. I don't know, something with the L's. But I feel like we're going to be handing out L's, and I feel that pretty confidently going into Luton. Now, again, I'm not trying to take them lightly, but with Maddison, Sonny, if we're starting our strongest 11, what kind of confidence are you taking into this match, Kate?
I am confident. I don't want to just disregard them because it always comes to bite you on the bum. But I do think we will win, and I do expect it to be 3-1, something like that. I think they might nick a goal because they're at home, but I do think we should beat them with the quality that we've got, and their defence isn't great at all. So there is. I am confident, but I'm not like 6-0, 5-0 confident.
So in my intro, I was just feeling the juice, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Well, I usually wait and I try to get like a score prediction and a final prediction of how it's going to go at the end. And you've given it to me almost 30 minutes into the show, so that's okay. I kind of did say 6-0 at the beginning of the show, which isn't a legitimate prediction. It's just kind of how the vibes were making me feel in that moment. Like New Year's Eve. You can't really control how you're feeling when the new year's coming in.
You're shameless, though. Let's be fair. You are shameless when it comes to score predictions. You get ever so excited, Jacob.
I'm easily excitable. Yeah,
I know.
With score predictions, it's like when we're 24 hours in, there's just something that takes over. It's when it's 24 hours till game time. My mind goes to places in which maybe my heart goes to places maybe in which my mind can't really verify, but hey, my heart's there, and sometimes I'm leading with my chest.
Nothing wrong with that.
Jim says one of his first girlfriends was from Luton. Is that why you don't like Luton Town so much? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Jacob, if I didn't like all the places Jim's girlfriends were from, I would never, ever, ever go anywhere in the UK because he was such an absolute schlag, and all over the world, actually. He was engaged to someone from Texas.
I knew Jim was a dog.
He was married. He was married and engaged to 5 people all at the same time.
Well, those lucky 5 people missed out, and look at you. You lucked up.
Yeah, lucky old me.
Look at you. Jim, you dog. I love to see it. Luton isn't as bad as Shitterton, which I can't believe that's what I'm saying. Y'all have a town called anyway. Spurs GCTV says, question, is the size of the pitch important, or is it the quality of the football played on it? And this is a great question for a lot of reasons. And I think no matter if the pitch is level, small, big, crooked, as long as you go out there and you play your best style, that's all that really matters. So I agree with you, Spurs.
It's not the size of the wave, it's the motion in the ocean.
That's what they say about boats, I think, is what it is. It's not the size of the boat, it's about the motion of the ocean.
Oh, I say about other things.
Interesting. Well, we're 30 minutes in, and we've already gone down off the deep end, and we've already given half of the panel's score predictions throughout. Because
that wasn't really my score prediction. I was just joking.
okay, there you go. Yeah, you're.
I'm saving it
Oh
till
my
the end.
god. Batu likes a pitch with decent girth, and don't we all? Because ain't nothing like splitting it wide, going deep.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really kind of unfortunate. This is a really great segue I found. I just found we are missing the ability for some of our wingers to go stretch the pitch and play it deep. Are you concerned with the attacking front three? Because it does look like it's probably going to be Richarlison starting at the left wing again. Sonny's now fit, so he's going to start at the 9. Kulusevski's going to get the start, which Sean was on here yesterday telling me how much I'm sleeping on Kulusevski, which may or may not be true. But either way, that's neither here nor there. The front three, do you think it's going to be anything different than Richarlison, Son, and Kulusevski?
No, I think that's exactly where we'll start. I will say this game should suit Richie, really, because they like to do a lowish block, and I think he might get a couple of headers tomorrow. Everyone knows I'm not Richarlison's biggest fan, but I do fancy him to score tomorrow. Kulu, I can't, Jacob. I just can't go into that man. I can't speak about him without getting cross. I wouldn't be surprised if we can go 2 or 3-0 up if he takes Sonny off and maybe gives Felice some minutes, because he's got to start getting these kids ready for January. And when the Asian Cup and the African Cup of Nations come round, it's no good chucking these youngsters in January and just saying, right, play. They've got to start integrating them in and giving them some minutes. So I'm hoping we can get a couple of early goals so we can get some of the youngsters on.
It's an interesting point that you make there. And Ange Postecoglou spoke about some of these young players. I have that here. He says Jamie Donnelly and Alfie Dorrington have really stood out, and that's why they've been training with us. So these are 2 young kids. Alfie Dorrington, Jamie Donnelly. Donnelly's been quite something lately. And so it's almost like, why not just fucking see what he could do? If he's tearing it up, this is what they do in school, right? They're like, well, this math is too easy for you, so let's throw you into another classroom and see how you do. So I love this quote. They've been training. They've been impressed. That means he's keeping an eye on the youth, and that's something that I think all of us like to hear personally. And yes, Rixie, Shitterton is a real place.
I've never heard of it. Never ever heard of Shitterton, I have to say. But I'm sure that's probably where Liverpool come from, somewhere near there.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah. I was going to say, actually, bringing it back to football, that obviously Ange has got a history of bringing young players through. So it's lovely to see him praising the youngsters and looking at integrating them into the team, because obviously Conte was never that sort of person.
Big up, Kuva99 in the house says, oh my God, 2 of my favorite people on screen at the same time. I've got a curtain in one hand. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's a euphemism of sorts.
No, I don't know if you really want me to explain what it means. It's basically
hit me in the private chat. Hit me in the private chat with it.
Yeah.
That way, just in case, I've already been pushing the limits of what YouTube might allow, so we'll see. They may give me a naughty little spanking afterwards. Chris Peters says we need to stretch the pitch, make a big hole in the middle, and shoot a lot. And Chris Peters, I couldn't say it better myself, my friend, and that is not a euphemism at all. Cool is a prime example that stats can lie, says Rich. Lovely, Kuva. I love that you have a curtain in your hand. I've been explained now what that means. Jacob, how are you watching the game? Peacock has no coverage tomorrow. They do not. Jacob, are you a part of the Discord server? Join the Discord server. We'll sort out a way. I'm going to have to find a way. Zalpur, if you're in the chat, he'll help us find a way. It is not on Peacock, but it is on other, there's another way to get it. So we'll figure that out. But big up. I think that's Shitter side. Shitterton is near me, says Kuva. So it is legitimate a place. If you're from Shitterton, call into the show right now. And I want to know what's going on in that city personally. So seeing this quote from Ange Postecoglou in regards to the youth, sounds like they may be getting, at least sniffed around during training. And you know what? I think that's all you really need sometimes, is maybe give them a chance. Let's see, with an open mind, open heart, and Let's see what they could do. I don't necessarily see any of them starting. Do you see any kid getting in the starting 11, like maybe Yago Santiago? I mean, he doesn't specifically say that guy's training with the 11. Do you see Donley maybe trying to get in? Do you see anybody starting? Valise maybe?
No, I don't. No? Honestly, I don't. I think Ange doesn't like to particularly change starting 11s. He'd rather rotate during the game. So for me, I think it put the normal 11 out there, but I do expect to see some of them come on. Like I say, it'd be lovely if we could give Sonny a rest, even though he's going away with career anyway. But yeah, we need to. I saw Jim put it as well. We need to hit the ground running, get a couple of early goals, in my opinion, and stamp our authority on the game. Because the longer it stays 0-0, the more confident they're going to feel. Especially looking at what Sheffield United done. I'm sure their manager's been showing them the Sheffield United videos because obviously we was lucky to nick that win in the end. So
this is how you sit back and prevent them. Just sit on it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if we can get a couple of goals in front, maybe they bring a Valise on or a Donnelly, but I don't think they start anybody different.
Yeah, I don't see any changes in the starting 11 personally. Now that we know Son is fit, we know Brennan Johnson. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. We knew that we weren't going to have him. The Solomon, that was a surprise, obviously, but going forward since the day that's happened, we've kind of known where we're at. So, but big up James Paratrooper dropping in from the skies. Says Ange don't want to embarrass Luton after Sonny scores 10 goals and Big Ange will take off Sonny. Richie and Kulu without any replacement players for the last 30 minutes. Everyone's I said 6-0 and that was kind of a joke on the beginning of the show and people were saying 10-1. You know what? I don't give a shit about embarrassing someone. You're technically playing in someone's backyard. Go out there and do what you want to do. Let's have a day. Let's have a day for everybody to say, wow, look at them. They really didn't hold back. And I want to be an asshole because one of them things is Jose Mourinho talked about how nice we are and we're too nice and we have this nice guy persona. He's the kind of guy that goes over there and helps up an opponent after they have fallen over. I'm the kind of guy like a Christian Romero. I'm going to go, ha-ha, as you know, I run past you. Ha-ha, motherfucker. You know, I don't know what he yelled at Maguire when Maguire scored that own goal, but he said something like, ha-ha, motherfucker. And another time when I think it was West Ham or something, Burnley, I remember someone sliding in, and he slid in, took his ass out, and went over him and said, ha-ha, motherfucker. I don't know what he says. I want to know. But either way, I'm saying, ha-ha. That's the way I feel about it. And I'm not helping your ass up. Why would I do that? You use your energy to get up, you dumb bitch, is how I would approach it. Because when it comes to 90 minutes, I'm not so nice. I don't play nice. Immaculate vibes every other fucking hour of the week, except for that hour and a half when we're between the lines. Maybe even at halftime, I'm not going to be nice. But speaking of being nice, there is a person I would be nice to pregame, halftime, full time, extra time, overtime. Give me time with this man. He's coming on to join the show. We've got Kuva. Look at that. What a Friday this is turning out to be.
It's fun. It's fun. I'm just so looking forward to the weekend yet again. It's just think of this last four years. It feels like it was some kind of bad dream, and it was in a lot of ways. And it's all over now. It's like the sun's out, winter's approaching, and yet the sun is out. That's what it feels like to me. It's every day's great. I'm waking up, punch in the air, high-fiving the cat on my way to the bathroom in the morning.
Good thing you didn't swap those around. I'm punching the cat and I'm slipping on air.
I'm scared of tigers, mate. No, it's just they're too big. No, it's a
funny video I need to send you, Kuva.
It's just how many streams do you go on to now where it's not all happiness and smiles talking about the team? There's very few people now that are stuck in the doldrums. I even saw dare I say it, Scott M being quite positive the other day and today.
He was in the chat. He said he didn't pick the Scott M option in the poll. That, to me, is a step of the direction of I'm heading to the barbecue. He doesn't want to admit it, but he's waiting for the fucking train to take him to Angetown.
That's fine. It's a big train. It's not stopping, but we'll grab people on the way past when they're ready. Mm-hmm. That's no problem.
Big up Jake Ho, hitting us with the first super chat of the day. $2 donor to say, someone please hide Sonny's passport. I kind of threw this out in the middle of the week because some people were saying maybe we rest Sonny and let him rest up. I said, no, you're going to rest his ass for Jurgen Klinsmann to run him for 180 minutes. I don't want that. But I'd play him in Luton and then sub him off early like we usually do, and squeeze the most that we can out of this lemon. So I personally, I hope that we strategically pull him off because of a muscle tightness somewhere. Maybe in his abs, because the abs are so muscularly tight together. But outside of that, but you get what I'm saying. You take Son and you say, there's this injury, Jurgen, sorry. I know you're asking for the greatest thing since sliced bread, but guess what? You ain't getting it. You have 2 international friendlies. Go have fun with that. This is my son. My son.
Jacob,
Cute Denzel Washington and John Q. This is my son. If you've
when you say pull Sonny off, it just sounds so different because of your love for the man. Normally, I would think you mean substitute him, but with you, it takes on a whole nother meaning.
Well, listen, here's the thing. In life, I don't like to put things into boxes, and I'll put it that way. Like players like Kulusevski, Richarlison, I don't want to say this is what they can and can't do well until they've definitively shown me over a long period of time that this is the box that they belong in. So with Son, he is someone they've tried to put in a box. He's someone that they've tried to say this, that, and the other about. And if I don't fucking sympathize with that as a person who's been told his whole life what he can and can't do, shouldn't do, etc., you know what? I like the fact that throughout it all, he is the phoenix rising from the ashes. The ashes being the doubters, the people, the naysayers, the people who I heard so much last year, I heard so much this summer, and they all ain't saying shit to me now. That's what I know. So when it comes to Son, whether it's pulling him off metaphorically, literally, figuratively, or euphemistically, I don't think that's a word, but point being, carry on, Heung-min Son. You are the chosen one. You are the father of us. And his father is Ange Postecoglou. So Ange is really the father of everybody. And there was a famous quote from my father-in-law the night of my wedding when he first of all outdrank everybody at the after party. And like 3-4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning or so, he said something. We were all sitting around a little fire and still drinking and stuff. He said, y'all need to show some respect. I'm the father of you all. And you know, I've carried that quote with me for a long time, and it's finally transitioned that quote into Tottenham Hotspur. We now have the father of us all in Ange Postecoglou. So if you're not punching the cat and kicking air, I don't know what you're doing. Exactly. That's the vibe. That's the vibe, Kate. But big up, J. Code. Thank you very much for the first super chat. And some people giving big up to Kuva. Chris Peters, big up Kuva. It's Kuva, not Kurt Zuma. So that's nice. Yeah.
True.
You will not kick the cat. We know that. Big up Alan 10-inch Sibley says, Scott M positive. Never happened. We're going to need receipts on this. Where's Scott? Is he in the chat? I ain't seen him say no. We need to know. How's he feeling today?
I think a draw and a win against the Scum and Liverpool has gone a long way to convincing a few people.
I don't know.
A little bit brighter than they thought.
I don't know. I still think that there's this MO that we won't get it done. I mean, let's look at the poll. How are we looking in the poll here? How are we looking on the likes as well? 76 votes, 49 likes. Clearly, y'all want to party, but you don't want to bring free beer to the party. There's people just voted, but they ain't liking. 77 votes, 78 votes, 89% Spurs 3 points, no doubt. Resounding. This is a resounding Spurs 3 points, no doubt. I like it. Even Scott M said he voted for that. 3% though. At least 3 people have said that we will lose at Luton. Those are probably the same 3 people who always dislike every stream I do. There's every stream 1 to 3 dislikes, and shout them out because you know what? They're still viewing the channel. They're still saying what's up in their own little way. But I love more the people who do hit that like.
It's not like those 3 people could be Luton fans. I don't think they got that many.
Well, think about it. At least one of them might be the person who has that laundry. There is a photo I swear I've seen where there's laundry hanging and then there's like the pitch. It's like
yeah. You have to go through houses to get to the away end at Luton.
And I like that. I think that's cool because if I was the person who owned the house, I think every week I would do different themes. I would make it very fun. Maybe I'd hand out Capri Suns and orange slices after the match and say, good ball game out there, everybody. Bottles of water for the drunkards. That's always good. Stay hydrated. Hydration Nation. Gang, gang. But my point being is you could really have some fun if you have property in and around Luton. This is actually a club that as soon as they were promoted and everyone talked about their ground, I was like really excited for the first match that we would do it. It sucks that it's at 5:30 a.m. so I can't try and FaceTime people who are going to be at the game or really get a grasp of how things are going to look. But you know what? I'm excited. Ryman Sun saying 0-1 Luton. Sorry, Jacob. What's this? What's this, Ryman Sun? Big up Leo, Mile High Hotspur as well. So sup homies stopping by, hit the like. Big up. Whether you're here for a short time, long time, hopefully it's a good time. Hit that like one time for the one times. Kaylee says, how long does the panel think we could stay unbeaten? Kuva, I'll start with you. Forever?
About 5 years, yeah.
Okay, 5 years. I was thinking forever, infinity and beyond. Shout out Buzz Lightyear.
Until it gets boring, I think. When we've won enough quadruples, we're just like, somebody else.
I like that. Come on, Kuma. That's what I'm talking about. When you talk to me 24 hours of kickoff, you can convince me of all this delusion and grandeur. Right. I'm fucking in. 5 years of undefeated. Kaylee, hope that answers your question.
You know what it is, Jacob? I am so sick of year after year after year of people telling us we can't do this.
Yes.
It's impossible. You can't compete with Manchester City. You can't beat these people. You're going to lose to this team. No, stuff them all. I've said it before this stream, and I've said it all this week. Embrace the underdog spirit. That's what this team's all about right now. So let them doubt us. Let them say we can't do it. And we'll just come back snarling, biting. And if anybody's going to manage to beat us, we're taking a pound of flesh out of their soul.
Yeah, we are.
We're snarling animal now. There's no, it's relentless. We're unforgiving.
Yeah.
There's no roll over and die. Even when we're struggling to get the job done, we still get it done. It's like we're disappointed. We've drawn 2 games and we're disappointed we didn't win both of them. We should be top of the table on winning every game. Well, I'm looking at the next 5 games. Why not win all of them? Why all this negativity? Why can't we do it? Embrace the situation we're in. Embrace exactly what we are.
Yes.
Underdog spirit. It's taken us forward. We're doing it. It's happening. This is the manager to do it. It's all coming together. And the fact that even our chairman's changing his tune, he said he was rattled and the fans got to him. Things are changing behind the scenes now. Look at what's happening with the academy. The fact now we're talking about players coming in to train with the first team because they're excelling. In the past, no chance. They'd be shipped out on loan, not given a slightest look in. We're seeing things happen. Whether we don't need to go out and spend 90 million on a Gvardiol. We can go out and buy our Van der Vens. We can go out and buy our Basumas, buy our doggies. Bring through some of these talented players from the academy and add some more talented young players to them because now we're taking the wage cap off the under-21s. So we can go out and spend big on wages for bringing top quality young talent in, develop them playing the same style of football that the first team's playing nowadays, which we haven't done for decades. Well, at least 1 decade. It's all coming together. We're changing the way we do things. So I don't care if people say it's deluded. I am fully on board with it. I see the future now, and it is white hot. It's blinding. It's so good. There's not just a tunnel. We ripped half the mountain out of the way just to get where we're going. Promised land's coming. Ange's train is unstoppable. Woo woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get in my belly. I love it. I fucking love it, Kuva. Maybe, what I think it is, you're like the guy when I'm out at the bar and I'm like, maybe I should go home. Maybe I should get another beer. You're like, remember that last beer, motherfucker? Get in there. You know what? You got a point. Let's fucking ride. And then we have a wild, crazy memory for a lifetime. So I love it, Kuva. Get in. Whether it's delusion or grandeur, I love it.
If you can't enjoy it when times are good, when are you going to?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's good right now. Live the moment.
Kate, I don't know how you didn't just hear that Rocky Balboa type of speech and run through a brick wall, but this question, I'm going to throw it to you as well. Shout out Kaylee from the UK, says, how long do you think we can stay unbeaten?
I don't want to answer that now. Hoover said his whole spiel, because no matter what I say, I'm going to sound like a negative Nancy now.
I'll do more then if you want.
I've got to say, I don't think we will get to Christmas unbeaten, purely because we've got 7 games in December and a wafer-thin squad. And I can't see us getting to the new year without some injuries. So without pissing on everyone's parade, because I am fully aboard the Ange train. I love Ange, but that is my biggest concern. The 7 games in December with the squad that we've got, I just can't see us staying beaten all through December.
Wafers get the job done if they taste nice, though.
I do love a wafer, to be fair.
There we go. Don't worry about it. Positives. So I'm
saying,
right.
You love a wafer, I love a wafer. We all love a wafer around here. Come on. Big up everybody in the chat. Spurs GCTV says, question, do you think we will ever beat our 9-1 win over Wigan this weekend?
Every week.
Yeah. Every week you feel like we're going to beat it. Hey, talk to me nicely. Kufa, you were the guy. You were the guy. That's plain and simple. And that's all I need to say. You were the guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what happens when you give me football worth watching. I love it. I will back them to the death like this.
I remember last season, and it was more of a, rather than your score predictions, it's what was Kuva watching? What is Kuva going to watch during the Spurs match this week? And you know what?
People rave about Mourinho and Conte. Them two and Nuno in the middle, for me, is like the footballing antichrists. We've overcome that now. We're now playing football again. This is that last 4 years was horrendous. One of the worst periods of time I've experienced supporting Spurs. Now we are playing the sort of stuff that gets me excited. No kidding, it gets me excited. This reminds me of prime Pochettino, of the fun feeling when Harry Redknapp was in charge and we were steaming into the unknown in the Champions League. There's that positive feeling rippling through the team and a sense of, it doesn't matter what other people think about us. Let's go out and enjoy it, see what we can do. And there's just a belief. There's players performing out of their skins at the moment. When I look at the Basumas, the Adogis, the Maddisons playing, the way they're playing, Romero, Van der Ven, Vicario at the back, Porro. How much was Porro written off last season? Like Romero. Look at the pair of them now. This is fantastic. And it's happened so damn quickly. How can you not get positive about it? This manager's worked wonders already. Imagine what it's going to be like in 2 or 3 years. My God, we're going places. Get that silver polish out. Get all of it out. Going to have to buy in a big stock of it. We might. I'll
tell you, the polish is out, but it's not for silverware. I'll tell you that much. This speech is getting me, bro. This is. I feel like I'm in fucking Rudy right now when they all Rudy. This is fantastic. Absolutely love it. I've been playing with the layout here a little bit. I'm just trying to make it as user friendly on the eye as I can. But big up everybody in the house. Big up Beijing Reds as well. Even after the 3 points not going his way, he's still here showing some love to the channel. So make sure you hit that like. We have 90 people in the house. How many? We have 93 votes and only 63 likes. 30 people, 30, do not want to hit the like, and I don't know why. It's a suspect way to live your life, but you know what? I always say, live the life you so want to live. And big up Jim with Just a Guy Who Loves Spurs, hitting us with a super chat. I missed it. It was 4 minutes ago. It says, Jacob, Ange will not let the boys lose to Luton. He will have them on it from the first whistle, 0-5 or 1-5. And Kuva can play with his curtains again. Come on, you Spurs. Kuva, you are always welcome to play with those. And what I will say is, Jim, thank you so much for the second super chat of the day. I really appreciate the donation. You are double dipping, and I ain't talking about queso. So big up. Appreciate you doing that, my friend. Hope you were well. Catching up on the chat a little bit. Big up Ellie. She's in the house as well. Drula with a 6-1. She's feeling confident. And who cares? Choo choo. Talk to me nicely indeed. Beijing Red says shameless. Absolutely, we are shameless. And why not? Why shouldn't we be? Ugodi, please, Kuva.
Yeah,
Big up Gyro's Peanut.
I can go for that. Somebody was asking if we got a Destiny Doggy song as well. Well, I think it's what was it? It was the
I want to dance with you, doggy.
Yeah.
I want to win the league with you, doggy.
Because we got him cheap as well. Could have been hanging up just you doggy in the window.
See, this is the thing is I have a lot of songs in my head that I think work for players, but you know, in the spirit of singing and chanting at the stadium, I don't know if you can really belt out all those words while like trying to sing as in unison. I don't know. Maybe we can. I haven't heard it sang really poignantly to the broadcast yet. Anyway, but big up Jim again for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Cal says you turn half Scottish when you're drunk, my guy. Me, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Groundskeeper Willie, shout him out from The Simpsons. Love him every single time. Kuva almost gave up on Spurs last year, and now he can't stop being positive. Love it. Love the turn of events. And you know who I credit that to? Papa Ange Postecoglou. Talk to me nicely indeed. Beijing Red says Spurs dropping points against Luton. I guess that's what you voted for, my friend. But don't worry. I mentioned on yesterday's show, and now that I have the two of you here, I want to see what y'all say about this as well. Pump the brakes, Jacob, win the league. It was a song. It was a song, but you know, Kuva's right here, so I don't know if I necessarily want to say that we won't win the league because Kuva's here, and he'll tell you why we will. And honestly, 24 hours before kickoff, I feel those vibes like we are unstoppable. Who can stop us now? As long as we have the starting 11, I feel super confident going into every match, and that's why I don't feel this whole Spursy thing, this early kickoff, manager of the month nomination yet again, which he did win the first time, by the way. That's another curse. Third kit curse, newly promoted team curse. I talked about all these curses, and how I feel like Ange Postecoglou is the guy who's going to help dispel these curses. He's going to break all myths, hoodoos, and voodoos, including, this is why I say I think Man City will score at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this year, because that is a myth and a hoodoo. Well, it's actually not a myth; it's factual, but. It is a hoodoo that is around Spurs, and I think Ange has come here to just hit the complete reset on all of it, and let's just build up from the let's go again. So you know what? I don't think we're gonna be. I think Spursy isn't gonna be a thing in too long. I think in 10 years' time, it may be someone else who is blank Z.
Spursy will become winning when you've been written off.
Ooh, there you go. Kuva, this is a fucking movie tonight, Kuva. You're making cinema.
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking at that game at the Etihad later in the season. And I can't wait for that. I just want to go there and beat them in their own backyard. I think that's the one. I just cannot get those big tests for the team quick enough. I want every game to be like superstar sort of entertainment. I want Man City followed by Real Madrid, followed by Liverpool, followed by Arsenal, followed by
City.
Bayern Munich. See Harry Kane back. Just want all of that.
Oh, Romero 2-foot and Harry Kane in the box, and there's no call, and Harry Kane's going, "Where's the call?"
Next season. It's happening next season when we top their group.
Kuva, I'm about to get shit faced. Just watch this back, and I'm just gonna take a shot every time you get me hyped up. And I'm gonna be shit faced before we're an hour in, and I'll be shit faced by an hour.
It's this crap that I just can't stand. Of like, we cannot do this though. Why? Because it's difficult. Are you supposed to give up if it's difficult? No, you win when it's against all odds. That makes it even better. You told Leicester fans that, we can't win the league that season when they did do it. No, bollocks that. You go for it. Live the dream. Dare to dream. It's not just dare to do. Dare to dream. If you do that, then what you accomplish can be amazing. If you don't dream, you get nothing. You don't deserve anything if you don't dream it. So the manager's told us to think big, get excited. I'm doing that. I'm yes, sir.
Yeah, he gave us the green light. He's the bartender, and he said, "Here, have another shot on me."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir.
I'm drunk on Big Ange, that's for sure.
Me too. Like I said this, and people may or may not agree. After we beat Man United, I said I'm already hearing wedding bells. I've got the dress picked out. I'm ready to be carried into the door by Big Ange. That's where my relationship with him is at. I hear wedding bells, and it just feels like love again. Love and everyone's loving Big Ange. And I'm not talking about the song, which I think is getting overdone. The Ange hype is getting a little cringy. Today, I thought there was a very cringy moment in the press conference. I do have it starred, but there is like music and stuff. Oh wait, but before I talk about that,
so cringe.
where they played the thing, they played the Henry Winkler song, Happy Days. That's what it is. Not Henry Winkler song, but you know what I'm saying. Real quick, before I go to anything else, I'm going to read these comments real quick. But before I even do that, I have to say, if you haven't seen this, I don't know if I can play it because Emerson may fucking copyright the channel. But he posted a video. It is you know how he posts comps after every match, whether he has a no look pass that goes to nobody or he has a blinder and a goal. He always would shout out Jean Piero 1 year ago today, RIP. But Emerson Royale dropped a comp of his baby being born. I don't think I've ever seen anything to this level of, shall I say, goatness. I don't know how to view this, like, other than, sir, if I'm wearing a hat, I'm taking it off the next time I see you, because the man cannot stop making comps. When people hated him, he was dropping comps. When people loved him, he was dropping comps. His wife has a baby. They're in this comp. They're literally pulling the baby out of his woman. And I was like, bro, this is, I mean, respect. I don't know how to feel about it. So before we go on, I just want to say, shout out Emerson Royale, the comp king. If he's not the king of anything, he's at least the king of compilations. Because did y'all see this video, Kuva, Kate, anyone?
I haven't yet, but I'm going to. Your recommendation was enough for me, mate. I'm gonna.
It is a Martin Scorsese must watch, because the soundtrack to the whole video is his own song. It's his Portuguese rap song. I don't know what genre it is, but it's his song as the soundtrack to this Scorsese-esque. And I mean, I'm just imagining the cameraman. He got some really good shots, and like just I'm remembering when my son was born, and if there was a guy with a phone being like, hang on, let me get my phone so it's more realistic. Like, you're trying to squeeze a human out your genitals, but
out of mine.
Yeah, out of yours. And I'm doing this. There was even a shot of them giving, Kate, what is it when they put the needle in your spine?
Epidural.
Yes, there's footage of that. I didn't need to see it, but there it is on the compilation, no doubt. So shout out Emerson Royale. That was insane to me. I don't know that this man is real. I don't think that he's a human.
You know what? Everything about him, I would absolutely love this bloke to bits if he could just play football. I really would. Everything else about him, I love it. I
want him to be good so bad. I want him to be good. This man, I remember getting so fucking mad. I think we had just lost the North London Derby. Then he posted some TikTok hyping up the next kickoff. And I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. Like, don't do that. And I was so mad. But now I didn't see the vision. I didn't see the bigger picture. And he, you know, I love him. I love Emerson Royale now. I want him to be a world-class right back. I know he's not. I know he never will be. But damn it, how can you not like Kate? You've been shaking your head this whole time. Do you not like Emerson Royale?
You're so shameless. I can't believe it. I feel like I've gone into a parallel universe where Emerson Royale is just this wonderful human and that we're going to win the league. And I just feel like, wow, when it all goes to shit, which it definitely will, you two are going to hit the ground with such a massive wallop. But I'll be there with bandages and virtual hugs. But please do try and prepare yourself, because it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. Sorry, Cougar Bear.
Get on board, you bloody rain cloud. We'll be going at a rate of knots. Your raincloud's going to get left behind. It will just be that.
I've got the T-shirt. That's as far as it goes. I've got the T-shirt.
I need you to get an Emerson kit, Kay. I need you to get on board this Emerson hype. The man dropped a comp for his first baby being born. Who does that? And the soundtrack to the comp is his song. This guy, you don't see the vision right now, Kate, but in like 2-3 years time, when it dawns on you, you're going to wait. I had an epiphany this morning when I seen this. I said, hang on. I didn't respect the vision. I didn't understand. You can't respect what you don't understand. And I didn't understand the vision, but I see it clear as day now. Emerson Royale's the GOAT. Barry was on to something. Barry, Nick, Collison, Randy, if you happen to hear this, my friend, an hour and 7 minutes in, you seen the vision early on. You, Cody Mack, he has the kit, the ugly ass purple and yellow kit, that light that would look like a road map, like you spilled paint all over a road map. That kit, he's got that with the Emerson Royale. I didn't understand the vision. Okay, Emerson Royale, he is that guy. He's the guy. We all are missing we're missing it here. He's showing us the way.
Kate will remember from several years back. Stefan Freund, same vibes.
Oh, I love
what a start.
Yeah, but he could play football.
Pick up for
well, could he though?
Well, more so than Emerson.
Debatable.
I love Freundy. Every time he got the ball, it was shoot. I loved it.
And he thought everybody was booing him. It was brilliant.
Big up Ryan son.
There's no love for Emerson from over here, unless he's just going to be a filmmaker, in which case I'll support him. But as far as being a footballer,
no,
I don't think so.
He's got it. We're missing it, y'all. I'm telling you, the vision is right here. He's showing you the vision.
What? The vision of his wife's vagina opening up.
No, you don't see that. It is safe for work. So anyone worried, can I not watch an Emerson baby comp, a baby goat birth? If I can watch it at work or not, it is safe for work. There's no Vagoon shot, but the shot that is in question is where they are literally pulling this baby up out of what it is. But they're fucking tug of war with this baby, and he's like, no.
So cool. Four of them on the end of the umbilical cord.
I don't know that shot had to be in there personally. I just don't know that it did. But
to be honest, that is the other end of the baby making process to what the videos I usually watch.
I'm just, when you watch a film that's meant to, like, there's a message beyond the original message type of thing. I feel like that's what's going on here.
The videos I usually watch, I don't think they would make babies either, thinking about it.
Oh my god! Oh, the chat just updated. I'm super behind. Big up everybody in the chat. I'm sorry I digress, because honestly, again, I woke up, I seen this, and I said, "Hang on here. I think everyone's missing the big picture here." This guy dropped a fucking comp of his baby being born with his own soundtrack. Respect.
Oh my god! It's the royal family, isn't it?
It is. They're beginning the royal family.
That is it. That is a young Helen Mirren on her way out, isn't it?
Big up Stephen Collins. Big up everybody in the chat. It did take a left turn, but you know what? When you have Emerson Royale, you kind of don't know what's going to happen all the time. Whether it be on the pitch, whether it be his social media game, which is on another level, by the way. This man he was on the London Bridge doing some TikTok dance, and I mean, we were losing, we were ass, everyone was pissed. He was part of the ass performances we were putting out, and that ain't stopping him from dancing on the London Bridge, I'll tell you what. We are missing the vision.
You know what,
here.
Jacob? You've converted me tonight. I think I'm getting on the Emerson Royale train. I think
we missed it.
I get it now. I understand it. You don't judge Emerson Royale. You just experience the vibe.
You get to exactly. It's like Disneyland. You may pay to get in, but you don't own nothing there. You just get to experience it all. I mean, this is insane. And it's his song underneath. Kate, you're missing the vision. And again, we'll see you in a couple of years when you have the epiphany and you're like, oh my God, Emerson Royale is the truth. I hope he becomes a good player. I really do. The man spent $1 million of his own money on it.
He'll be somewhere else by then, thank the Lord. Probably playing for Burnley or Luton.
9 years' time, his baby could be in the academy.
That's all right. His baby's probably better than him already.
There we go.
And Emerson Regen, would we be so blessed? Could we be so fortunate?
That's a truly generational player, isn't it?
I mean, we've seen the beginning, the first breath this baby ever fucking took. We've seen it. It's here.
Literally the birth of the royal dynasty at this club.
That's what I'm saying. He's starting the entire wave right now. And if you don't get in at the ground level, don't come talking to me, Kate, when the wave is fucking tsunami level high. All right? You're missing it. Let's see what the chat thinks of this Emerson Royale thing before we move on to the next subject. If only Emerson Royale's job was a video editor, not a right back, says Rich. Cal L Agent says, after that Emerson comp, safe to say Poro's days are numbered. And see, this is what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm a Kuva inner, aren't we all? Big up everybody in the chat. Keep hitting them likes if you don't mind. Participate in the poll. Where's the poll at? How are we doing on the poll? Let me see. 116 votes and only 79 likes. I think y'all fucking hate me. Y'all missing the vision. I think people stopped liking because they were like, wait a minute. They're trying to show me the vision. And sometimes it's like, I don't want to compare it to the religious crusades back in the day, but I'm just saying, change is a hard thing sometimes. And it's okay to, when you see it, you see it, you know? When you see it, you will see it. Kuva's starting to see it. I think when you watch this film, and I'm saying film, in its entirety, this latest Emerson comp, you have to watch it in its entirety. It is.
I'm getting it now to the point where I'm thinking, Adama Traore. You don't look at the football, do you? You look beyond that.
Exactly. Shout out Mia with Spurs between the lines. It's like that.
It's like the whisper in the woods beyond. You know that something's happening out there, and you don't know what it is, but it's kind of intriguing.
It's like a movie that ends kind of ambiguous, and you're like, wait a minute, are they trying to tell me that this did happen or this didn't happen? I don't know, bro. The credits are already rolling. You missed the vision. You got to go watch it back. Kate, you're going to be in this movie theater once again. You're going to have to watch this back, and you're going to say, damn, I did miss the vision that one time. But it's okay. It's okay. We all make mistakes in life. I love Batu says, even if we're offered Hakimi on a free, we have to keep Royale. I love to see it. Ellie says, Kate, stop being a party pooper. And I like that. Stop being a party pooper. And that's from Ellie. That's direct orders from Queen Ellie. She knows a royal family or two. Question. Now we have Mickey. Does that make us men with Ven? Like Super Hans and Jeremy and Peep Show?
I like it.
All right. I'll take it, Callum Roche. We will take it. Let's see. What is anyone saying else about Royale? Roy Park. Emerson won't be in the squad in 2 to 3 years. Sorry to burst your bubble, Jacob. I'm just saying, I've been enlightened today. At first my eyes were closed, but all 3 eyes are open now. Emerson, I see you, and thank you. It's a great time to be alive, to be honest. Because think about it. If you were born 100 years ago, you didn't get to just witness what Emerson dropped today. And I'm saying, like, where were you? It's one of those where were you moments. We'll keep it moving along.
I've got it. The analogies work because I'll just imagine it's like the sort of the Native American war party to fighting off the cavalry or something. And you got all the braves are ready to do their job, but Emerson's there in the tent, you know, smoking a few things and getting a few people in the right mood for it. It's a whole vibe thing, isn't it? That's what he can do for the club. It's just don't play. No. That's not his role anymore. His role is just pure vibes, setting out those videos.
Yes.
And everybody's just feeling,
I love this comment from Batu. Says they pulled the baby out and Royale no look passed it right into the incubator. Oh my God. I love Emerson Royale. Stephen Freund was a G, says Ellie. Royale baby will grow up to be better than his daddy according to logic. That will be a definite possibility. I guess Ellie doesn't rate Emerson. Ellie, did you see the Vision today? Have you seen the Vision? You're talking absolute shit. Jacob is clearly drunk. Matt Spurs, his baby probably came out and showed better touch than his papa. Hey, I love it. Whoa. Ben Kaufman with a super chat. Hello, says Kate is just an Eeyore. Get on the double train. Get on the double on the train. On Ben, thank you so much for the super chat that apparently either, I don't know if you misworded it or I can't read it because I'm still laughing about
misworded. Yeah.
Big up Ben Kaufman. We know what you meant. Kate, that's for you. What you rebuttal?
I rebuttal with, at least I didn't compare Kulu to Teddy Sheringham last night. That is just blasphemous. That's my reply.
Love it. Shout out Ben Kaufman, the mod father. Daniel E says, I know it's a Friday, but I don't know what you and Kuva have been smoking. This is the thing. It's not even a substance. It is an aura. It is an essence.
Aura. You're right.
Yeah. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I want to see it. I don't want to see that vision.
Roy Park says, Kate, I'm with you. There is no vision. But you know what? Have you seen the video, Kate? Don't knock it till you've seen it. You're telling me Jurassic Park is shit, but you ain't even seen it. You know what I'm saying? This is a Jurassic Park-esque movie. It's going to change the game.
Let me tell you something now. I had a cesarean, and if Jim had videoed it and then rapped over the top of it, we would probably be divorced by now. I bet his wife's not impressed that he was videoing her through her most intimate moment.
It wasn't even him, though. It was a third-party person videoing.
Oh, my
it wasn't.
God, worse.
It was somebody else in the room.
The rest of the squad.
It was Nick.
Bro had a cinema in there. Oh, my goodness.
Getting the lighting right.
There was a bit selection of fans, wasn't it? On the way out, it was, whoa, you're covered in shit.
Honestly, I love this show. This is not the kind of preview show you get anywhere else, folks. So hit those likes up. We're 10 likes away from 100 now. If we can hit 100 likes, that'll be hit 100 likes for Emerson Royale's baby. That got no look past. You know, I'm curious how his wife or baby mama does feel about that. I actually really am. Because my wife, the first thing I said was, when I was like, baby, the Emerson comp just dropped. She's like, okay, let's gather around the couch. Let's cozy up and let's watch the Emerson comp. And it was this. Her reaction was, I don't know that I would like you to be filming me in those moments like that.
Exactly that.
And if you did film it, at least don't share it with the entire world. And, but you know what? Shout out Emerson for sharing the vision with us all. And that's the thing. Because I honestly just what a video it was. Big up Lee Smithy Smith.
Yeah, I think I've got it then. Emerson isn't a footballer. Emerson is a state of mind.
Exactly. It's like a Jimi Hendrix. Yes, it's like an experience. When you go to Seattle, if you're ever in Seattle, I was in Seattle and I went to the music experience and they had the Jimi Hendrix experience. And I'll tell you what, it was fantastic. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Just
So,
want a quick anecdote about Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. There was a reporter in the 60s went to see him in England, and they'd heard all the fans raving about how good he was at playing guitar, obviously. The reporter went into the crowd, and his report, he was saying there was a point when Jimi Hendrix, he played, the reporter wasn't on any psychedelic drugs or anything, but there was a point where Jimi Hendrix, he did one riff and he let his hand go off the guitar and just go like that across the room. And everybody in the room thought the music was coming out of his hand. It was just that mesmerizing what he was doing.
Wow.
And I just thought that you don't hear things like that anymore. It's like, you know, and he insisted you can't play a guitar unless you can play it with your teeth. With your teeth. It's just mental.
The guy was on one. And
was.
I'm not just talking about the LSD either. I'm talking about
he had his own Emerson Royale.
Yeah, just an aura.
Yeah.
And you know, you encapsulate the whole room with just your sheer energy type thing. Kate is sleeping on it. She just never had the epiphany, the euphoric transcendence into what is the aura. But it's okay, Kate.
You know
one
what?
day.
Can I just say, right, in the last 2 days...
Is this still a Luton preview?
I've not only heard Kulu compared to Teddy Sheringham, I've now heard Emerson Royale compared to Jimi Hendrix. What the fuck is going on with the world?
Gotta see the vision. Here we are.
He could have titled his video Electric Babyland.
Honestly.
Big up Phil Coy's in the house. Big up Ren. Says, honestly, never thought I'd be listening to C-section talk and a pregame show, but I'm here for it. This is the thing. Boys, girls, men, women, everyone's invited. Everyone's invited. That's the thing. No one is
immune.
Immune, yes. I thought you were gonna say amused, but that's neither here nor there. Because the viewers have been going up and down based upon what we're talking about, and you know what? I just find it fun. It's like a roller coaster ride of sorts. But I appreciate y'all hitting those likes. I see 95 likes, 122 votes. So it's still like 30 of y'all that don't want to grab free beer on the way to a party. Suspect way to live your life, but life is meant to be lived, and you are living it, my friend. Still 90% says Spurs 3 points, no doubt, but 2% respectively to we will draw, and then another 2% to Spurs will lose away to Luton. So there are some people out there that think this could be a banana peel of sorts. This show's kind of been a banana peel of preview shows if I've ever done one, but I can't say I've not had a good time, because you know what? I think that's what matters the most. It says, Jacob, the comments you post on the screen, they often go so quickly, I don't get a chance to read them properly. Please, can you leave the post on screen for a few moments longer, please? Yes, I can. I will. I just want to show you that I see the comment and I've read it. That's kind of what I'm doing. But I can leave it up so you can read it a little bit longer, Swim Master. That is not a problem. And Swim Master liked the video, so big up Swim Master for doing that. Callum's asking, was Richie behind the camera? I don't know.
No, he'd have missed the shot all day long.
I walked right into that one. We walked right into that one.
Although things do tend to get messy around the box when Richie's involved. So
yeah,
he does create chaos near the box. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Jimi Hendrix lived in Soho next door to where Handel lived. And in other trivia, there's a plaque where Bob Marley lived near me in central London too. Isn't that nice? Wasn't Bob Marley a Spurs fan? Or was that a photoshopped image and that's a lie?
He was a Spurs fan.
It was kind of a Spurs fan. He was more an Ozzy Ardiles fan, and so Spurs by default.
Fair enough. Thank you, Ozzy Ardiles. Because when we signed the pair of Argentinians, it really opened a lot of people's eyes to Tottenham Hotspur. So that was, shout out the Argentinians that actually ride for the badge. And you know who I'm looking at. I'm not looking at you, Lo Celso.
That's the worst picture of Romero I've ever seen. He's so handsome.
I love this photo. It's a selfie in where he's got a shit-eating grin. This is how he looks at folks. Remember, Kate, when I was talking about earlier, when he slide tackles you with 2 feet and he goes, motherfucker. I don't know what he yells over people, but this is how he looks. I mean, I love this photo.
It's a really recent photo, isn't it? That's after he that first one's after he'd heard Klopp talking about the VAR decision.
I just love it. I love the guy. Look at
that's a lovely picture.
Come on. This is romantic to me for some reason. Does anyone else, when you see this, does it feel romantic? Hand on the hip, gentle embrace.
Yeah, Sonny's adjusting his armband. Bless him.
I fucking love it. I'm here for it. What were we talking about?
Well, until you went digressing away from C-sections, I can't even remember.
Here's the thing. This is one of the most unique episodes. No, I have participated. Hey, I may have not started the fire, but I didn't try to put it out. I'll put it that way.
See, Ellie said the same as me. That looks more like Solomon than Romero. That's a terrible picture of Romero. Terrible. He looks so ugly in that photo, and he's so not ugly at all.
I think he's at his most beautiful when he's just done an awful foul, and he just looks up with that really innocent kid look. Like I didn't do anything.
Who did that? Who did that?
I'll feel really attached to him at that point.
Or the rope swing. Yeah, the rope swing pictures are cool.
You like those ones too? Here.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Nice. Hello. And there's this one too.
This hello.
One is. I'd put this as like an album cover type material with those. It's just beautiful colors. Very nice vegetation.
It's a very
We want rope
expensive
swing
pinata,
cootie.
that one.
What was that?
It doesn't look like Solomon. I know that
I was
one.
going to say that the last one, it just looked like a very expensive pinata.
Did you?
Big up Phil Coys. He's always been part of the Romero army. And I love it.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it. We've always been sputing out for our man Romero. But let's keep it moving. We are coming up on an hour and a half, and I feel like most of this show, at least when Kuva's joined, the party then took a turn, I think, because you just started hyping me up. It was like a scene from a movie, so I wouldn't change a thing about it, if I'm honest.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Who needs that?
Who needs girls? No girls allowed.
Girls are the ones that keep your feet on the ground, you crazy men.
Shout out Kaylee Davis. As I said, no girls says that was his Tinder pick. Tinder, he's not Tinder. He's not Tinder at all.
No.
Kate just doesn't believe. Yeah, she doesn't see the vision. She's missed it. It's okay. We can lead a horse. Lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drown in it or something like that.
Drink. You can't force them to drink. There's no drowning involved.
I know. I said that on. Kate, I said that on purpose.
You're so violent, Jacob. What's
You can
wrong
lead
with
a horse,
you?
lead a horse towards them, but you can't brutally murder them in it.
But you can't bash them in the head as they're drinking water.
You can't,
That's
you
what I was
can't
told.
leave their skull in with a blunt instrument. Or that.
You can do that with kangaroos, though.
Thank you, Donovan, asking the questions we're all trying to figure out here. Guys, what do we play? Stop talking about leading a metaphorical horse. What are we playing? A 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3? I'm saying, per usual, start out as a 4-3-3. As the game's opening up, we morph into this 4-2-3-1. Now, I think at the end of the day, it's all just yeah, that's right. You can't film with lights, says Gregor Echo, man. Y'all need to stop feeding my distractiveness, like my ADHD or whatever it is. That's like I see something that goes along with what we were just talking about. Where were we? Emerson has a baby. He needs some milk. Mandatory milk.
He needs some milk.
There you go, Emerson. Some milk for you. Jazz Fusion says a 4-3-3 that plays like a 2-3-5. So there you go. Yep. Kuva, I'm going to keep this question up so it helps keep me on track here on the fucking question and we don't dive into some sort of madness. But Kuva, what are we playing? And does it matter?
I'll go even further. I'd say it's more like a 1-1-8, isn't it? It's two at the back, everybody else bombs forward. Even the centre backs taking in turns. They just both love getting forward. I think we're going to have some games where it'll be only Vicario in his half for 10 minutes at a time. It just feels like that. We're all about getting bodies up the other end of the pitch. The complete opposite of Conte. Instead of holding the shape at the edge of our own area, we're looking to hold shape at the edge of their area where it matters, where we can fly up with shots and create lots of chances and just keep plugging away at it. So I don't think the formation really matters that much. It's just numbers on a bit of paper. It's how you play it that really matters.
Well, they also could be magnets on like a board. I've seen that too.
Yeah, I like that as well. I like that. Yeah,
it can be magnets,
Yeah,
and you can move the magnets around.
You could have your little picture of Emerson on that fridge and a few magnets holding that up. Perhaps his video in the background.
So I've got a lineup maker here, so we can make one. And it's cool because once you put the players in, you can move them around, just like we were talking about, little magnets on a board. So squad title.
It's almost like they're real.
It's almost like I own them as soon as I put them onto the screen. Because look, now he's over there. Where'd you go, Sonny?
Oh.
Look, there he goes. Let me go ahead and make him bigger.
I'll tell you where he's going in a minute. Back to the halfway line when he scores his first goal.
And he goes over here and he celebrates with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. Kate is shaking her head, and you know what? I'm just gonna say, Kate, what's going on?
What's going on this stream?
I'm just saying.
I had a good old drink before I came on. That's all I can say.
Like I said, it's not substances. It's an aura. You
I thought
okay?
it was a spider. Yeah, it's a fly. I thought it was a spider.
Okay. I saw you moving kind of violently over there.
You can usually tell the difference because one of them's flying.
Yeah, but no, not a spider. A crane fly thing that looks like a spider with wings. Fuck off, Hoover. I knew what I meant.
But fully into the loving vibes on the stream at the moment.
The vibes have remained immaculate, y'all.
Oh my god. Oh dear.
Damn it, I can't even freaking type. So I'm building this lineup now, and if anyone has any objections, tell me. But this is my assumption of how it's gonna go. I should have actually built this before the show, but that would take planning of some kind.
You've misspelled Emerson.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Just stop immediately.
Are we going for Richarlison at the left wing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there it is. Let me see here.
That's it.
Does this look right to you, Kate? What are you saying?
If you were going to insist on playing Emerson, then get Kulu out and stick Porro there. But I would definitely not be starting Emerson Royale tomorrow.
No,
I would be putting.
We will
Porro.
be, so will we?
You're just being silly boys now.
He doesn't need to start. He can just vibe it from the bench. We'll be fine.
Yeah, he can send his positive vibes.
We can. Perhaps he'll bring some of that umbilical cord with him and like just get a bit of rhythm going on that.
Swing it around his head like a lasso. Is it a lasso or something they call it? Jacob must know. He's a Texan.
I don't know what the hell y'all were talking about.
You know them whip things that go, yeah, and then they
A lasso, yeah.
Yeah, they can use
Technically, it's a rope tied into a lasso, so it's not like a lasso. It is
a lasso. Sounds like a player. I bet there's a player out there called a lasso. Just saying.
Maybe. I don't know. I ain't heard of him. Cal says, can't wait for someone to watch us on playback thinking we're talking about a lineup. But an hour in, we're just talking about C-sections and Jimi Hendrix hand. Look, the C-section is just, it's a part of the formula, but it ain't the finished dish, so to speak. So Kaylee says, wonder what Conte is doing these days. Traveling the world with millions of dollars. I've seen that much.
Getting ready to go to Roma by all accounts.
That's not happening.
You don't think?
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
So hang on, Emerson Royale can use the force and suddenly become an amazing player, but Conte can't go to Roma in Jacob's world.
I just don't. Jose Mourinho's like, I just think he's doing good. I think he's doing all right. I mean,
he's right near the bottom. They're 16th or ridiculous.
It's a very brand new season. Don't worry, he's going to win him a trophy. That's what he's there for. He ain't there for the.
He'll go off to another club and win a trophy with them straight away, won't he?
He'll win a trophy wherever he goes. You have Jose Mourinho, you win a trophy. That's how it goes. Roy Park says we will eventually play a 1-9. You know what I like is when Romero's over here and he's like really playing as like a right James, like he's ahead of James Maddison, and Maddison's kind of like doing a little bit of this, you know. I like this formation personally. You know, Udogie could be up here too. We'll just put Maddison right up there. Well, I think Maddison will probably drift in more.
More central. Udogie would tuck in further up the pitch as well, wouldn't he? He'd be sort of,
yeah, you're right. He'd be right here.
Just a little bit higher up the pitch as well, I think.
He'd be right there. Oh, you think higher up? Okay. Let's
Yeah.
There
And don't forget Basuma. He quite often pops up on the left wing as well. He'll even go up to the corner flag, which
That's
even
true.
see him getting along the byline at times. In fact, it's Basuma. Just super enlarge him and put him over the whole pitch because he owns all of it every match.
And I think Richarlison needs to go more left. Can you move him more left?
Yeah.
More? More?
That's as far as I can put it.
There we go.
I'm gonna post something like this on Twitter and say this was today's predicted lineup. Just this is my team selection for for Luton. What do we think about this lineup, y'all? I feel pretty good about it. Honestly, Papa Matasar, I see him getting up.
There we go. There we go. Now we're talking.
He's going to be drifting into these spaces.
Just next there. Perfect.
Right
next
there.
to Romero.
Love it. Poro will be near and about there too.
Yeah, but Basuma forward more, I think.
Yeah, okay. We're really doing something nice here.
He's when we really love him, he's edge of the box there.
Yeah, you're right. And Udogi, well, see, when Basuma's here, edge of the box, Udogi's usually like here.
Yeah, there we go. That's looking about right.
All right. So we should probably put Sar like right here.
Yeah, that's looking good. Looking good. Van der Ven's going to be playing a lot closer to these halfway line, isn't he?
That's true.
Kulu needs to be more right.
And Vicario needs to be playing the sweeper keeper much higher up the pitch.
Kulu needs to be right off to the right. Yeah,
no, he cuts in, doesn't he? So to bring him inside and then Poro over.
I'm putting him right here at the corner of the box because this is really where every time he will go. Like my dog, when I take him to his little mountain where he likes to shit, there's certain spots where I know he's going to go. It's expected every morning. I know he's going to shit here. If he's not shitting there, it's time to find where he is because he's probably eating some grass. And then he's going to throw up that grass.
We'll have learnt from breaking down rubbish like Liverpool, though, won't we? So I think Poro will be overlapping Kulusevski this time. So I think you could put Kulusevski more in the middle and have Poro fill in that wide position out there.
Jaco says good show. And you know what? I agree. Do we think Vicario is going to be this high up? Because I kind of see him like really. You know what? I'm going to put Pedro Porro over there. It's getting crowded back here in our own half. So I had to move Pedro Porro.
For Vicario to push a bit higher up now. He's
got some room up here.
Yeah,
I put him next to Son, Vicario. I'd have him as a second striker.
No, that's ridiculous, Kate. We're having a serious conversation here, and you're coming in with some ridiculous shit, like put Vicario up there with Son. No, Vicario.
Richarlison in goal. It's probably better, to be fair.
This formation looks pretty good. It's like a slanted hill.
Yeah.
Almost.
See, someone else has said Vicario up front. See? I'm not the only ridiculous
I'm behind
human.
in the chat. Where are we at? Welcome to Match of the Day USA version. Yes, here it is.
It's the classic asymmetric 1-9 formation, isn't it?
Batu says Richie offside again. Richie offside. That's about right. How are we feeling about this lineup, y'all? Let me know in the chat. We'll get to it. Nana Hotspur. Seriously love Ted Lasso and Coach Beard. Big up Nana Hotspur. I like the show as well. Did try real hard to be feel good, but you know what? Fuck it. Made me feel good. Son needs to go in goal. Patty, we're having a serious conversation here.
Come on.
Rich says that's a bloody mess. Bro, this is what we're watching tomorrow. I don't know what you mean it's a mess. It's a success is what I would say. It's not a mess. It's a success. Poro overlapping Decky. You're right. Well, he'll probably be. We'll move him a little bit.
But
we'll put
Decky more inside and Poro up wide, much nearer the touchline, I think.
Decky wider?
No, more in the middle. More in the middle. Leave room for Poro to be overlapping him. We want to see the overlap, so a bit further forward.
So maybe I put Romero kind of poking
Poro
in between.
even more forward.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he hurt Liverpool from, wasn't it? So
that is. That is where he sent this. That's the game-winning cross into the box. So make of that what you will. I kind of like this lineup, y'all. Elvis G says such a great lineup. We're cooking with grease here. 0.9 formation. I'm loving it. This is like Aussie's Christmas tree formation, upside down.
My theory is
the classic 1-2-1-2-1-1-1 for me. I love it.
Isn't that Morse code for something? 1 2 1 1 2.
I think that's binary code, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right.
Archibald, we moved him up for you. Zapur says, "What am I looking at?" You're looking at success, baby.
You're looking at the future.
You're looking at what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Watch, we will be in this exact same. Come back to this show an hour 40 minutes in when we score a goal, and I want a freeze frame. I want an eagle bird eyes view, or bird's anus view of this. When we score, this will be where everyone's body positions are. Mark my words.
when Richarlison opens the scoring with a header from the corner flag.
Oh my god. Fred says, I thought Richie did all right last week. Better on the left.
Yeah, I agree.
He's as far left as I could actually put him on the pitch. So there he is. The old 0-2-9 formation. I love it. Our back two defenders are Mickey Van de Veen and Vicaria. I love it.
That's accurate, I believe.
Put Romero next to Son. Can we squeeze him in there?
Yeah.
He'll be right about there.
Sarr kind of needs to be a bit more forward, though, doesn't he? He does arrive in the box, so...
See, can I move Son into the net?
Yeah, because he's going to retrieve the ball for the next one of his goals. This is after he scored his 5th tomorrow.
Ben coming in with some facts. Vicario's not central enough. This is not realistic, so we'll put him right there. We'll put Bassoon or Van de Veen. We'll put him right here at the line because that's where he's always at.
I think Vicario needs to be slightly on the right, though, because Van de Ven's slightly on the left. If you lose the balance, we could be in trouble at the back.
This is great. You know, this is what I love about this specific lineup generator because you get to do fun stuff like be Ange Postecoglou in a match.
Please God, Ange Postecoglou does not do that.
Do you think he'll just get a print out of this and put it into the dressing room on the board and just go, look, just do that?
I hope not.
Everyone in positions.
It's just you've got room to write it down there, big capital letters, haven't you? This, and then an arrow pointing up. That's a team talk.
This, and then just walk out. I love it.
Yeah, pack his suitcase, go on holiday because the league's already won.
Y'all, I'm feeling great about tomorrow. I'm feeling absolutely great about tomorrow. Kate is yawning, so we gotta get her off to bed before she turns into a pumpkin.
That was so rude, but I couldn't hold it in. It just came from nowhere.
No, that's okay. Whereas a normal person might just do like something like this. Something like this.
Don't even be talking to me about normal people when you've been talking about Emerson Royale having superpowers, Jimi Hendrix playing music out
I didn't say he had superpowers. I said he is a movement. He is a wave.
And doing a formation like that. You're a crazy person. I'm bringing the truth, the light. I feel like Mr. Box Office.
Kate, yeah. by the end of tomorrow lunchtime, we'll be top of the table, and you're angry at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not angry.
We need a little bit of Emerson. I think we need a little Emerson.
I think you need to go watch that video like as soon as I end the stream, Kate.
You know what it is? It's because Jim's been out of action for nearly a month. I can't cope.
Jim,
I need to get my box of delights out. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, I mean, whatever helps is what I say.
Yeah.
No one should be put under that kind of frustration. Can you put Dyer into the Black Abyss section? Is what Zapor says. There's no room for Dyer here. Ange just gets it. If he plays his formation, they can't stop us if we are in their net off the bat. I mean, if they kick the ball off to start the match, and this is how we're lined up, we're cooking. Yeah. We are. I think someone's going to look at this and think we're saying Sonny. I don't think they're grasping the real legitimacy of this lineup here. Van de Veen needs to go in between Basuma and Romero. I'm worried about that little gap. Let's fix it. Van de Veen between Basuma and Romero.
No, I think we've just lost all balance in the team now. We're probably going to lose that.
Yeah, we should keep him there.
Yeah. There we go.
Because don't worry, because he's still here to clean up this gap right there.
Yeah, he needs to be further back, but slightly on the right, doesn't he? Just to because they got both bits of the wide pitches.
Have you seen Archibald's comment at the bottom?
Where is it? I'm sorry. I feel like we're playing for a draw. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh dear. Oh my God.
Luton Dan says, to me, next 3 games are more important than the last 2 as we expect to win, and they think they are tough games. So we need to be switched on. Speaking of switched on, I just saw there's 107 likes on the video, so thank you so much to every single one of y'all that have been smashing that like. If you want to find some more of Kate, I have put her channel link, the long fucking novel channel link that is her YouTube channel. Just a girl who loves sport, Lincolnshire, Worcestershire, Shosh. It is in the description of this video, so you can click it, go subscribe. Let's get her to 1K ASAP, and if I can have a hand in helping her get there, I would love to do so. So do that. And if you click it, I'm clicking it right now, and it literally, well, it didn't open up a new video like I was gonna say. It just technically took you to her channel. But go over there, hit subscribe, and then hit the back button, and you'll be right back here in no time. So go ahead and do that. Subscribe to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs, and shout out the 3 of y'all who just liked the video as I was talking and plugging and promoing. And let's see, did anyone subscribe while the show has been on? Refresh. 1 second. Here we are. Results are in. 2 people have subscribed during the show, so shout out those 2 people. I'm gonna say they saw the vision of Emerson and they said, I'm fucking subscribing because they see it too.
I think it's the tactical breakdown. You can go and watch other football shows, but you want to learn something, right here.
Jacob, can I just make a statement here? My Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs has got 27 characters, and your United Spurs of America's got 23. So there's only 4 characters between us.
And that's the difference. Fine margins, Kate. When we speak about beating these teams, it's those fine margins. And those 4 characters, when you're only allowed 100, that could be the game. It's as I'm saying, it's a game of inches at some point. When you look at the VAR again, it's a game of inches.
Those 4 characters, 2 of them could have been Emerson, could have been Jimi Hendrix.
That's what I'm saying. Could have been anything.
I don't know why I bothered even saying anything about that, actually.
Says Ilias says we need a Maddison backup and suggesting a Brichiesi. Would absolutely love it. Do y'all real quick? Do y'all think we'll get a James Maddison backup in January, or is that a summer project?
I think we'll get a striker. I really do. I think there's
a quote that came out that said we're not even in the number 9 market anymore. That we haven't. Smokescreen.
Who's our natural number 9 at the moment?
Sonny. I think his game has lent him into being this number 9. Natural? No, I don't know if he can go into like a Mitrovic type of number 9. No, but the number 9 that you need in an Ange Postecoglou system, you don't want a Mitrovic. You want a Heung Son.
Oh, you need both.
You think so?
You gotta mix it up.
I think in the course of a season, yes. For different horses for courses, like it would have been nice to have a Mitrovic versus Sheffield. It'd be nice to have a Mitrovic versus Luton. But again, I just think Son's the perfect specimen. The characteristics that he has, the player profile of Heung-min dad, Heung-min Hung, Heung-min son is, Kate, I know you're shaking your head. Don't make me pull out the apology video.
I just love your passion for the man.
He's my favorite player. And if it wasn't for Zlatan Ibrahimovic being a fucking, what is a step below like a Greek god? What is a demigod? Zlatan is untouchable. Anyway, when people say Messi, Ronaldo, I say Zlatan. That's why I mean.
Yeah, I would have loved if he had played for Spurs.
Oh.
Yeah. Damn right.
I fucking love that guy so much. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is like, when you look, I mean, everyone's got a player you're like, if I could be one player in the history of the game, it's this player. And for me, Zlatan is that. Where's this goal coming from? How did my leg do that? You don't know, I don't know, but it just went in the back of the net. Half line doesn't matter. This guy, he is unhuman. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
If I could one player, it would have been Ronaldinho. I think he was just fabuloso, absolute quality.
That guy,
player.
Yes, he is what I like when I watch, okay, I'm not comparing. So before anyone loses their shit, I'm not comparing Alan Saint-Maximin to Ronaldinho, but I'm saying like fun with the ball. Someone when they have the ball at their feet, you don't know left, right, forward, backward. You don't know. You don't know. That's the part of the game that I fucking love so much. And that's the thing with Zlatan. He was like that, but with goal scoring. You didn't know how, you didn't know where, but you knew it was coming eventually. And when it did happen, it's just don't blink kind of a thing. And it's the same thing with Ronaldinho on the ball. Don't blink because you might miss something fabulous. And honestly, I think from a faraway angle, it does a player like Ronaldinho injustice because some of the things he does with his feet versus on a one-on-one, you don't get that shit nowadays. That's why I like Alan Saint-Maximin. He showed me a little bit of that.
I'm with Kate though. I mean, Ronaldinho, he's the absolutely my favorite ever player. It's, everything that's great about football it was just embodiment of that. He's the kind of player I wouldn't have sold just one kidney on the black market to get him at the club. I would have sold both.
I think you do need one though, Kuva.
Not with him playing. That'll be enough for me.
Is this formation? Is Sonny our goalkeeper and Venom our striker? Milton, this is how we're gonna score. Just watch. This is how we've already predicted it, y'all. Below Zlatan would be a Demi Moore. I love that. That's great. Son has more assists than any other player and is now our top goal scorer. So Jacob, you're right to love Sonny. Exactly. Talk to me nicely. I mean, when it comes to Sonny, there's a lot of things that I want to look at. And I'm not talking about this. Okay, I'm talking about just where, I see him and I see Spurs. And it's like at every turn, I know I say this all the time. I'm not going to beat a horse too much here, but I have led it to water, so it's time to beat that fucking horse. Son embodies everything that I've always loved about the game, which is he is how I am not. And I think that is just an overall, no matter what's happening, it was like the smile brings you in and the finishing keeps you here. And that's how it's been for me as a Sun fanboy personally, a Sun defender. One of the people they say, oh, you're in the cult of Sonny. Please, does Sun have some punch I can drink? Because I'll gulp it up, baby. Talk to me nicely. I'm just saying, this guy, our own fans fucking slept on him last season. And it's just like, don't tell him what he can't do. Don't tell me the peacock can't fly. Don't tell me a penguin can't fly. Because damn it, they might. Well, actually, penguins' bones are too dense. So technically, they really couldn't. But that's neither here nor there.
I think you're allowed to have an off season. As long as you respond and come back next season firing. He's been doing that. That's all you can ask.
Ronaldinho was the inventor of street football. No one close. I was like, yeah, he was disgusting. This is comedy gold, and I can't believe 1,000+ people have not subbed today. Big up Luton Dan. That's what I'm saying. We bring uniqueness, unique New York. That's a good vocal warm up if you're ever public speaking. Just say unique New York, and then try and say it faster and faster. Unique New York. It will help you with your pronunciation of words. That I try to do that whenever I get, because if I get to when I'm in the moment, sometimes my shit comes off a little like Southern, and when I say unique New York, that helps me feel like a proper Lincolnshireville resident.
We keep getting linked, going back to the football, we keep getting linked to this Santiago Jimenez, don't we? Have you read it? Have you heard it?
Yeah.
I think he's good, yeah. Not to rain on Son's parade, of course.
There you go, Ellie, for you. She asked.
There's new ones of Sonny as well, where it looks delish. I'm trying to find it. Ellie sent it to me earlier.
I'm trying to collect apology videos of from Sun doubters who have now, like Emerson, seen the light. And I want to collect those, so then whenever I do eventually make my way to England and I meet Son, I'll say, look at the Infinity Stones I've gathered for you, Papa. Do you love me now? Oh,
that might be the one. Is that the one you've got?
Yeah, I got that one already.
Oh, all right,
Denim Sonny? Are you kidding me? Of course I have Denim Sonny.
Well, I did send you, I think that was the first apology video you received, actually, Jacob.
You were. But then I did receive some apology text as well. So shout out to I won't publicly name you, but those of you that texted me and said, I'm sorry that I was doubting all who is what he is. It's okay. We all make mistakes in life, but we move on.
I remember being critical about him last season, but then saying you still got to play him though because it's Sonny. You've got to hope you're going to play him back into form.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that. Wilton says, hi, Jacob. Big up Wilton McDonald. Always here on the playback as well. Hitting up the comments. Appreciate you doing that. Says, hi, Jacob. I'm seeing this tomorrow. LUTON 0. Spurs 4. Top into the international break because Citizens will be held to a draw. Very interesting predictionis right there. But I love it, Wilton McDonald. Get in. I'm talking about Maradona here. Maradona was great. I just... not going to speak on it because I've seen a bunch of videos after he passed that led me to not have nice things to say about the man. But he did have a great flying knee into a goalkeeper's face in a video I've seen once. So that was kind of fun. And no, it wasn't UFC. So let's go ahead. We've done our great formation here. We're almost on 2 hours. So I do want to do score predictions. So anyone in the chat right now, hit me with your goal scoring prediction with your scoring predictions and your goal scorers. Hit me with those. I'll star them. I'll bring them up at the end, and we'll talk about them later. But first, I will go to the illustrious panel. But Kate, you've already it's like it. You know what? I'm not going to say what it's like. I'm going to put in the private chat what it's like, but I'm not going to say it publicly.
What you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking, Jacob.
What, that you have an OnlyFans, you showed all your goodies, and now you're like, why can't I find a husband?
Yeah, I basically peaked too soon and showed my...
you showed the whole world all the goodies, and now people take you on a date. They're like, I already seen it. Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese.
I might as well just go, actually.
No, you can stay. You're allowed here. And your prediction, I will act surprised when you show it to me.
I'm going to go... 3-1 Spurs.
3-1? I thought you had a different score prediction. Wow. Tell me about this 3-1.
I'm going to go completely out there and say Richie to get 2, probably headers, and Maddison to get the other one.
Nice. By the way, Dave, I don't think I've ever heard you predict anything other than the win this season, have you?
I've picked draws. Jim keeps telling me off for keep picking 2-2s all the time.
Yeah. Well,
are you a ballerina with all them 2-2s?
Don't mess with my
We'll ignore that rubbish because you obviously don't mean it. It's obviously on the Ange train. We're winning those.
We obviously aren't that entertaining because I can hear my husband downstairs snoring his head off. That's the same. Or
you could be microdosing him with an increased dosage slowly while he's been injured, slipping things into his tuna sandwich. Kate, I'm on to you. I'm looking out for my man Jim here. He's a dog, so let the dog sleep. For those of y'all wondering, Chewy has been right here the entire show. For some reason, he's scooted his bed closer to me. I don't know why.
I'll do the same if I was in the same room, mate.
I'd be on your lap.
Wasn't that just sweet? This would be a room filled with a lot of heat, and I can say that much.
It certainly would.
There will be heat for sure.
Keep getting I snore like a mother. No, never mind.
Well, the key is to fall asleep faster than you. That's the key there. Keep getting your score predictions in. I am starring them, everyone, and I will bring them up before I share mine. See what I did there, Kate? That's like, it's like we're gonna tell you who just won the competition right after this commercial break. It's like a tease almost, so to speak.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, Jacob, is that I've only been doing YouTube for 3 months. Do you know what I mean? You're a pro now. I'm still like pretty much a virgin at it, so I'm learning from you.
All right, Madonna. Talking to me like that. What's going on here? I'm just playing. Shout out Madonna. Loved some of those movies I saw her in. Those are great. Those don't age, even though she does. But Kuva, hit me with your score prediction. How's this thing shaking out, and who's shaking the coconut tree?
I think it's a difficult little ground to go to. They're going to be playing for their lives. So Kate knows it. I think we'll just scrape it 7-3.
7-3. Fucking love it. Who's getting our 7, Kuva?
Sonny.
All 7.
No, hang on. Let's have
Suck
a
on
different
that,
week.
Erling Haaland, Golden Boot.
7 different goal scorers.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. I like
All right.
that.
Okay.
So pick your 7.
So Sonny Kulusevski, Richarlison, Porro, Udogie, Maddison. Sorry, who?
Basuma, have you said him?
No, I don't. No, I think he's just going to run the show. He doesn't need to score goals to boss everything. So
How
I think
about Cutie Romero? Oh, so
Ooh, sorry.
So how many stars? Is that 6 or 7 now?
6, I think. So I think Romero should get the winner.
No, he's scored this season. Let's have Van der Ven getting his.
He likes own goals.
Getting his first too. I like that one.
No, he can
Kate,
get
that
3
is a
own
myth.
goals then, just to make 3 own goals just to make a statement.
That's a myth. He doesn't. Okay, I'm not going to go there. Mickey Van de Veen, week 1, did not get an own goal. This is propaganda. All right, this is lies, slanderous material. If you're lucky, y'all lucky I'm not Mickey Van de Veen's agent, or I'm on your ass. You're getting a letter from a lawyer's. How I'd treat it. It is not an own goal. It was accredited to Ryan Mbuemo. If you don't believe me, look it up.
I would like to say that I'd be quite happily for Mickey Van der Ven to be on my arse anytime he likes. I don't know about his agent, but Mickey's rather tasty. Mickey is so fine, he blows my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey, indeed. There you go, Mickey Van de Veen. If you were locked in to United Spurs America 2 hours and 2 minutes in, Mickey Van de Veen, there it is. You're allowed. Jim, he'll snore or he'll be there. We don't know. But let's see.
You're saying that while Jim's asleep, because I mean,
Yeah.
wait, how much you like him all cuddly and stuff, and you go ooh, like that. And you said that about Postecoglou. You're cheating on Big Ange already.
Yeah, but he's on my tits.
Well, there you go. I mean, if that ain't home, they say home is where the heart is. And those are pretty damn close to the heart. So the shout out to 2 new subscribers on the channel as well. That's 4 for the show. 4 people have subscribed to what we've done here, folks. So if that doesn't tell you we just made a Martin Scorsese 2-hour-long feature film, I don't know what will. So let's get to the scoring prediction. 7-3 from Kuva, and I love it. I'm here for it. Kaylee says 3-1, Sonny with a hat trick. Batu says 3-0, Son, Pedro Porro, and I Papi Chulo Matesar to get a goal. I love to see it. Luton Dan says 3-1 to Luton. I've said last 2 games, so I'm sticking to it. Luton Dan picking Luton to win. Luton Dan, I hope you're wrong, my friend. But you know what? If you're right,
like he's a Luton fan.
It's almost like he's something to do with Luton. Well, big up Luton Dan. Hope you're wrong. Jazz Fusion 4-1, Pedro Porro, Richie, Sar, and Romero. Love it, Jazz Fusion. Kaylee Davis says Luton 1, Spurs 4. Love to see that. Rich 2-1 for Luton. We've got some lost predictiones here, and that, I guess that tells me who's tapped in on the chat or in the poll. 146 votes. 1% says we will draw. 2% says we will lose. 8% says we will win because of luck, and the rest of you sexy bastards said 88%.
I'll go for
points.
that as well. 75% of the ball we're gonna.
Oh shit! 75% of the ball.
Yeah,
talking to me nicely tonight.
They can't live with us.
I'm going 79.
Well,
Daniel says actually you're wrong, Jacob. It was credited to Wisa. You're probably right. I don't know who.
Only 75%. So
I'm going
negative.
60, not 69 then, if you're going to be like that.
Oh, lovely jubbly.
Very nice indeed. Zapur says 4-0, Son. 1 goal, 3 assists for Son. Richie with 2 goals, and Maddison with a goal. Richie Brace. I mean, this is, I say, you know, he did get the goal and assist versus Sheffield. I think that's his level. And he could get the brace versus Luton because this should be a side in which he could go out there and dominate, because that is respectively around his level, at least the levels that I've seen.
I love it. Back him to knock a couple of goals in because we do need him this season.
Yeah.
That's a simple fact. So Let's have them all playing well.
And he's a confidence player, so let's keep that confidence through the roof. Roy Park says 3-1. We will concede one. Come on, you Spurs. I think we will too. That's a little foreshadowing for my prediction that I haven't given yet. And 10 people have left the stream like I already gave my prediction. You motherfuckers. You missed you're going to miss my prediction unless you come back between now and the time I end this show. But you're not motherfuckers. I'm just kidding.
No, those 10 people, nobody liked them anyway.
I like them.
Yeah, you saw them sitting. You saw them. They're just.
One came back as you said that, so they said, "What'd you say about me?"
Oh no, well, not you. The other ones.
Yeah, the other 9. That's what we were talking about. Archibald says 3-0. Son, Poro, and Other. Love Other. He's such a good player, y'all. Other, when he comes onto the pitch, it's like I see him and I look at him like no other. I'll tell you what. Big up Archibald.
OG's doing well for us in recent seasons, isn't he?
Yeah, he was, I think, our 3rd or 4th leading goal scorer last season. He was up there.
My man of the match was for the last game was that VAR man, you know. I can't remember his first name, but I know his surname was VAR. Yeah, Bob VAR. Great player during the Liverpool game. Just putting that out there.
Well, there you are. I
Bob
didn't credit, and personally, I don't give them credit. I don't give them blame. They're just there. That's the way I see it. Ilias says 1-0 Maddison, 2-0 Son, 3-0 Sar, 4-0 Richie, 5-0 Hill. Says Brian Hill goal in the 93rd minute.
Wow.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I like it. Why not? I mean, I'll tell you a few reasons why not, because he's not good enough. But, why not? For the sake of the prediction, why not?
Doesn't matter. Go with it anyway.
We're going with it. I love it. Hey, I love the vibes, Ilias. Thank you for being here. Thaddeus, 3-1 Spurs. Romero, Maddison, and Valise to open his account. Love to see that.
That'd be good as well, wouldn't it? 8-3.
Yeah. 8-3. There we go. That's fluidity. That's flexibility of thought there by Kuva. It's not flip-flopping. It's flexibility of thought.
That's right.
Ellie says 1-3 Spurs. Love to see it, Ellie. Fred, 3-0 Valise to score 2. So he one-upped you.
Even about 9-3.
9-3 then, Kuva. There we are. 9-3 indeed. Big up, Fred. And Ellie says 3-7. Kuva has it locked in again, but we've now gone to 9-3.
No way. It's starting to get a bit silly now.
Yeah.
7-3.
7-3 it is. I like it. I think locking in at 7-3 is good. Second half, Brian Hill should play. Ange and Veen. Blows and Mickey once. Oh, I don't know what you're saying there, Ellie. It is Friday night. Actually, you're wrong. Jacob is credited to Wisa. Well, there we go. I love being wrong. Thank you for proving me wrong, Daniel. 3-0 Matters, Brace, and Romero with 1. Love to see it. Luton Dan says, I'm a Spurs fan since age 6, 45 years old now. I say we will lose because if I say we will win, it always ruins my ACCA.
Good reason. Yeah, I like it.
I'm for it, Luton. I'm for it. Appreciate your prediction. See, that's what I'm saying. It's guys like Luton Dan doing the groundwork here, because he knows if he predicts a win, it's not going to be good for us. So he's going against it. He's saying, I'm willing to be wrong for the greater good.
It's like I cannot go to watch us in a semi-final. I've been to 6 and we've lost all 6.
Oh my God!
The 7th one is the charm, Kuva. The 7th one is
never going to one.
That's interesting. I didn't know that about you, Kuva. Stuba Spurs says, I don't like the overconfidence from the fans. History proves it can bite us in the bum. History proves we didn't have Ange Postecoglou then. Different story. Rival fans have been saying, have been trying to put me down, because I'm flying high and I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. And what I say to that is, congratulations.
We are breaking the mold this season.
That's what I'm saying. Yesterday's episode was about Ange Postecoglou changing how things are done here. Whereas I used to look at tomorrow as this is our banana peel. All the curses are lining up in one day. Early kickoff, third kit, recently promoted club. We're riding high, so we should win. And every time we should do something, we don't. But that's all changing.
Luton are drowning in a relegation pool, and we're just going to put our foot on their sorry little face and push them under the waves.
I just love it that you call it, this is our banana peel.
No one says that?
This is our banana skin.
I was able to put 2 and 2 together and work out it was the same thing somehow. But
that's just not the same.
When I say banana peel, that's very obvious. I don't need to say skin. That's fucked up. What, you just murdered a banana and you carved him up like your name was Edward Gein or something? What are we doing here?
You can take a horse to water, but you can't drown it. It's not the saying. It's not. It's a banana peel.
I'm sorry. I just don't like to. I just don't. You know, when I watched The Silence of the Lambs, Kate, and I heard the line, "It puts the lotion on the skin," I said, you know what? That's fucked up. It's banana peel from now on. It puts the lotion on the banana peel, not the banana skin.
It's more accurate to say peel though, really, isn't it? You don't
thank you, fellow American. Banana skin sounds weird. Yeah, that sounds fucked up. Like it just shed this banana skin and the banana fucking slithered away and left behind its banana skin for us to throw away in the trash can. But it's actually biodegradable, so you don't have to throw it away. You can actually plant it and it'll help grow whatever you're trying to grow. So there's something there for you.
Oh my God.
Maddison will get goal of the season free kick. I think Luton Dan is what was it? Who was it? Cleopatra, the lady that would like rub her crystal ball live on air? You call in and you say, "Hey, can you rub that ball for me, lady?" And she say, "Oh, my crystal ball says you're gonna be rich tomorrow." And then he wins the lottery. In America, it was like Queen.
I was thinking Babe Station.
Oh no, we'll figure it out. But big up everybody. Luton Dan says, "Sir Kuva, I once went to watch Luton for a season and I see one draw and the rest were losses. I think I'm a cracked mirror with luck."
That's fair, mate. As long as you know your role, go back against us every time. We'll do well.
Mrs. Cleo, thank you, Zapur. Fucking Mrs. Cleo. Well, you know what? Here in America, where there's a whole life going on and an existence, Kate, that you're just like not wanting to accept. You're trying to do this. And I'm saying, let Emerson Royale do this for you. Let him do this. Emerson Royale will take your hands and he'll do this. Miss Cleo, she'll be like, "Call in to Miss Cleo. I'll fix your dreams." And it was very fun.
Jamaican or Italian?
I think she was Jamaican. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think she was Jamaican. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think that she was out America's Mystic Meg. I think Mystic Meg was a UK thing.
Yeah, it was.
Big up Aishwara says, "Best show ever. This lineup should be permanent." 3-1 Spurs. There it is again in case you need to see it. It's a pretty great fucking lineup.
Because Mystic Meg was a bit different in this country, wasn't she? Because it was like, you know, we'll look into the crystal ball and your bumba clot. Like,
see, that was worse than mine, Kate. You better get on him about his accent there. That was worse than mine.
You bumba. I can't have a go.
No, I just remember like you be up late at night and you wake up and you just hear, "Call me now. I tell you the future." And you're like, "Oh, that sounds nice." And she seemed very believable. Like when she spoke and people calling her like, "Hi, I just want to know, you know, is my husband cheating on me? He comes home every day covered in lipstick and smells like cheap perfume." She's like, "Yes, he's cheating on your ass, you dumbass."
I can't believe you're dissing my West Indian accent. You'll be hurting me now, Babylon.
You'll be hurting me now. This is great, Kate. When it was just us, we already were talking about like phonetics and pronunciations of things. But you know what? It's fun. That's what that's fun.
Patois is absolutely one of my favorite dialects anywhere. It's just,
absolutely.
It's so much fun. Patois is the West Indian way of talking. You know, we get the Razclat and the Bumbleclat.
I've never heard that word before.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. There's some good content creators out there that have that accent. I admittedly tuned in because I just enjoyed listening to him speak. Zapur says, yeah, she was Jamaican, but actually found out that she was not Jamaican. She was a fraud Jamaican. So it was an act. From Texas. I guess so. El Tel Cocarel says, "Evening, Jacob, Kate, and Kuva. 4-0 or 5-0. Come on, you Spurs. Love to see it." We are going to end off the show, but before we do that, I'm going to say my score prediction for tomorrow I'm thinking 5-1. I think that's a great place to. I think we're gonna go out there and we're gonna put it on them early, and we're gonna go to halftime like 2-1 or 3-1, and then the second half we're gonna see some people who are on the bench who are trying to prove something to Ange Postecoglou. That's what I think is gonna happen. And then those people will get some goals, and I think Richarlison will be one of them. So Richarlison's got one of the 5. I'm going Sonny Brace, Maddison probably assisting both of those. I think we get it. Either Basuma or Ugoti, one of them will open their scoring campaign, and I'm going to say Destiny. So that's goal number 4. And the fifth goal, Christian Romero. Get in.
Yeah, come on, man.
He's just going to get a header on a set piece. He's just going to be big dicking it, and I love to see it because that's our guy right there. Encore of the show has been epic, Luton Dan. Boone is back. Big up, Boone. Good to see you here. Honestly, I've had a blast. I wish we could keep going, but we are over 2 hours. So if I go any longer, it starts becoming Peter Jackson area, and we're not quite Lord of the Rings level quality. While I would love to be, we are not quite there.
I was thinking more King Kong. Wasn't that Peter Jackson?
But was that one like 3 hours long?
It's a bit longer than that. I think
the one with Jack Black, I think, was about 2.5 hours.
No, wasn't it longer? I'm sure it was longer than that.
I'm about to Google it. God dang it. King
God
Kong.
damn.
Got to know your oversized gorilla facts here on this program.
I mean,
cool.
This is not somewhere you just come and you just say, oh, yeah, Jack Black, King Kong. It was
and that
3 hours and 21 minutes, Kate. 3 hours and 21 minutes.
Ages.
So put that in your banana peel and smoke it.
Yeah, exactly. Take your horse and drown it.
Y'all hear that? Kate is promoting violence against animals. There you go. You heard it here live and direct.
And husbands, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said he was
Jacob
talking too much, and she went and knocked him out. Now he's been passed out since.
And Jacob eats kangaroos. I'm just putting that out there.
Yo,
he told me backstage he eats kangaroos all the time.
That's actually like offensive. And I'm trying to figure out where I put that, where I categorize that in lines of offensive things Kate has said to me, not only today, but in the entire tenure of our friendship. I would say I'm categorizing that right up there with when you bring up my gray hairs. It's very offensive, and I'm going to act like it's not a big deal, but inside, I'm dying.
I've had a kangaroo burger, and it was good.
Hey, Kuva, that's what you get for eating kangaroo. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did, yeah.
They're scary. I don't like them.
I love them. Love and hug a kangaroo. Don't eat them.
The hardest bit was getting on the spit in the first place. Probably should have killed it first. And used an actual spit.
This is not. I'm a very visual person, so when someone tells me a story, I visualize it in my head. Like I have to see it in order to understand it. And I tuned out to what you're saying, so I didn't have to hear it or understand it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make it all go away. Emerson.
Dropped a baby comp. So if you're going to do anything, I wish he had a YouTube channel, because I would fucking live direct everybody over to his comp that dropped. I wish he was doing like a premiere right now on his YouTube channel. I would live direct this entire audience right into Emerson's lap. You watch this Emerson comp and you fucking love it. Kate, I'm looking at you.
I don't think I want to watch his wife having a baby.
It's not. It's Emerson Royale attending his wife having a baby. It's different.
You just have to brand the channel differently, don't you? Like call it Swat Cam or something.
You said you can see him tugging it out or something.
You can see. There's the angle. I'm telling you, it's fucking cinematic masterpiece. The angle in which you don't see the danger shot, you just see the reward, and a little bit of the work. A little bit of the get your ass out of there, baby. A little bit of that, but
I think I'll have nightmares.
It's not the way in or the way out.
It's like a lawnmower yanking that baby, like trying to start
As
him up.
someone who had a cesarean, I'm not sure I ever want to relive that moment of the tugging. as the baby gets yanked out.
To be fair, as again in the film, you will see she gets pain medicine, so she doesn't feel a thing. Everyone's okay. Again, a cinematic masterpiece. Big up Spurs Psych in the house. We're gonna keep going for 3 fucking hours if I don't wrap this.
Let me say something to you, Jacob. Right now, that is a male attitude. Yes, we have pain relief. I had an epidural and I had morphine, and I felt that baby being tugged out of my tummy. So yes, we do.
Okay, that hurts. Don't when you say things like that, it fucking hurts.
It's like Jurgen Klopp, doesn't it?
God.
God, you get a little knee in the nuts and you're crying on the floor for half an hour. So don't even go there. Not as much as having a baby pulled out.
It's not. It's not easy carrying.
You're not designed to be kneed in the nuts.
And I'll say this about guys and the fact that they want to say this and that about others. It is hard. You know, when you go every day carrying the miracle of life between your legs, whereas you only have to carry it for 9 months. We have to carry it our entire lives.
Yeah,
so
but
yes,
you
it is
carry
fragile.
something that's like that big, and we carry a big bouncing bundle of joy.
Well, you don't know. My photos ain't been leaked yet.
You've got
You
2
don't know what
little
I'm working
walnuts
with.
and sausage, right? And we have a big bouncing baby of £8 minimum usually. Mine was £7.5, so it's between £7 and £10.
Jesus Christ, that's a huge baby.
That's what I'm saying. And you've got a little Winky to carry about. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Just tape it up like they do in Silence of the Lambs. Just stick it between your legs.
Oh, here we go. Full circle now. Lotion on the skin, indeed, if it wasn't already. But pick up everybody in the chat. I am trying to end the show.
It's just unreal.
What, sexism?
Yeah. I actually feel a bit violated now.
Oh, lovely. I wish I did.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to do with you. I'll just, I'll find something.
A lot of fun here. You know, this is, you just never know what you're going to get here. And I love it. I have been trying to wrap up the show for 20 minutes.
Life is like a box of something, all right.
It's like a box, but the bottom of the box has a cutout, and the diameter is just girthy enough. I'll put it that way. So when you open the box, you're like, there's a surprise. Big up Boone says my favorite #1 Spurs stream. Big up Boone. Appreciate you locking in. Let's see. Have we lost likes? No, we've gotten likes. 125 likes to be specific. Y'all are liking the video. 158 votes. Appreciate everyone who has
20 more likes since you started wrapping up.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
people like encores.
I haven't had any more subscribers though. I had 3 earlier.
Come on, y'all. Shirley, but don't call me Shirley. 20 of y'all could go over there and subscribe right now. Big up Joshua in the house. I will be ending it off, but Boone here, spitting facts. Your channel deserves more subs. How did Goldbridge get to 1.3 mil? Hey, Boone, with your support, we'll get there one day. Can you link this vid in the Discord? I mean, you got just, can you, I don't know. Maybe I can. I'm sure I can. I don't know how though. Boone says next time my turn to be in the show. Crazy Asian Spurs supporter since 1986. Boone, hit me on the DM. Look, I'm gonna lower the comment, Boone, on well, that didn't fucking help anything. Shit. I really just dropped the ball, didn't I? Let's see. Does this help? Above me, there it is. The Twitter handle. There's the Twitter handle. DM me on Twitter. We'll sort it. We'll get you on the channel, no problem, bro. Not a problem at all.
I don't see it.
Big up Luton. You don't see it above my head right here? You Spurs of A.
Right. Okay. That's what that meant.
Yeah, that's my Twitter, so do that. Luton sub to Kate, so there's at least one. So appreciate that. Big up Eddie says, Yaku, big up. And Eddie, you're probably seeing all type of things in the chat and you're wondering what the hell's going on over here. But big up Eddie. Not a Spurs supporter, but over here supporting the Spurs channel. And you know what? That means a lot. So big up. Big up. Boone says he saw it. And that's all that matters. Big up, Boone. I just have no idea what you guys are talking about. The Emerson Royale wife. Oh, yeah. I'll put that out. I'll put that in the Discord right now. I'm opening Discord right now as I'm about to end the show. I will put it in there. Eddie, I wish I could play it. You know what? No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to risk it. Should I risk it?
I'm going to watch it.
You're not going to watch it?
No, I am going to watch it later.
You're not going to watch it right now, though?
What live on stream?
What's the worst that can happen? Is it you'd get, you know, it'd get copyrighted and you'd be told to remove it or something?
Yeah, but he loses all his ad revenue, don't you?
So here's Emerson and his wife. We're just gonna play by play it a little. Look, I get the big bed. He's watching. Let's not show that part. He's watching some game. Arm around her. Love. Look at this. There she is. Not feeling. Yep. Yeah. And there he is, motivating her. He said, Ange told me it's going to be okay, therefore it's all right. See, I wish I could play the song. Emerson Royale, please DM me, give me the rights to use the song. I'll promote your song. You freaking goat. Look at him, pep talking everything. She's in there like, you pep talking, you a genius. He's like, don't worry, boo, I got you. I'm talking comps for baby births, comps for losses, comps for wins, comps for everything. Look at this, cinematography at work.
I can honestly say when I had my cesarean, I did not have full makeup and false eyelashes on at all.
So one may say she knew this was coming. I'm not going to show them give her the epidural.
So you were letting yourself go a bit then?
Yeah, that's when it all went downhill, Cooper, from there on.
Terrible. I'm not.
See, he even had his phone. He just showed he was FaceTiming Ange. This was a great moment. Look at that. All right, the part's coming up, so I'm going to scroll up. The next part's coming up. Kate, I need you to watch the rest of that video. But I don't want to show that part personally, just in case, you know, anyone watching this wasn't quite ready for that. The next shot coming up in that video. But if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it.
I'm still laughing at that comment earlier about Emerson just grabbed the baby and no look past straight.
No look past the straight. I absolutely love it. Kate, thank you so much for joining. Your channel is in the description of this video.
Oh, I've just seen the clip.
You saw it? I told you, tug of war. Who will win? The doctor wins.
I can't cope. I can't cope with it.
I can't cope. I can't cope with it.
Oh, I can't cope, y'all. I can't cope with it, y'all.
I can't cope with
get a horse.
Oh no, I can't cope with the fact that the little baby came out the bottom.
It's the usual sort of video I favour, but you have to put the word challenge at the front.
Yeah. Jacob, can I say, when you talk like me, you sound more like a girl than I do. I've got to say that, because I think I've got quite a manly voice. I hate my voice, but when you talk like a girl, you actually sound like a
girl. How do you even say girl?
Like a girl.
Girl. Is that the Australian way to say girl? Girl.
It's girl.
Girl.
G-E-L, isn't it? G-E-L.
Yeah, talk like a girl. Talk like a girl.
Girl. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, that's
hey, what up, girl? That's how we say it out here. Let's go.
Yeah, but you talk funny out there.
Technically, if I do the from across the hallway, you know what that means.
What? It means there's a snake around.
Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs. Her channel's in the description of this video. Are you live before we kick off? In exactly less than 12 hours from now, 11 hours and 55 minutes, we kick off. Are you live between now and then?
I'm going on Saba's Football Heritage TV in the morning about 11:30 just to do the pre-match build-up. It won't be on my channel, but it'll be on Saba's. The
Football Heritage TV.
Yeah, back live on my show on Monday at 1:00, I think, unless I do one on Sunday. I don't like to plan at the weekend because that's my husband time. And with him being poorly, I have so much to do. Not being worries me, but you realise how much my husband actually does when he's out of action. So I don't like to plan too much ahead, but definitely Monday to Friday, I'm always on at 1.
There it is, Monday to Friday at 1 UK time.
Did I hear you correctly? You don't like us to be playing on a weekend?
No. I
think she said she doesn't like streaming on her.
I don't like planning things on the weekend.
Oh, planning things.
Yeah, no. I love us playing at the weekend, but not really on a 12:30 because that if we lose, it ruins my whole weekend.
I didn't hear you correctly because of all the girl talk.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I didn't
and I
quite
speak
hear you
proper.
because you didn't speak too proper enough. And please, sir, can I have some more?
Jacob, that's so
Mary
creepy.
Poppins.
That's so creepy.
I'm just doing your accent.
A girl. I'm just a girl who loves spoils.
Spoilers.
Spoils. I don't know how
Chicago now.
we're drifting off into the
Spurs.
abyss. Just a Gale who loves Spurs. You can find her there. There it is. Or you can find her on Football Heritage TV tomorrow, specifically. Kuva, 3 Spurs boys. Y'all got something tomorrow?
We have myself, Bobby K, Ben Kaufman. We'll be doing the usual. I'm not even sure who the guests are this week. We'll have to find out. Bobby usually sorts that out. But we'll be doing the usual sort of stupid games and people acting like they're at the pub sort of attitude of a stream. It's been a bit like this one tonight, actually.
Hell yeah.
Kind of got just a tiny little bit derailed at one point, but I mean,
Only an hour and a
got
half
there in the end.
derailing. Yeah.
You managed to produce that beautiful tactics board with, I think, a lot of accuracy in it. That is going to hit the streams. Everybody's going to be using that one tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that
Anyway,
might go
so
viral.
tomorrow, Coov and the Kang on 3 Spurs boys. Just a bit of fun and games and relaxing from the end of a long week, and hopefully at the back of a massive 7-3 win.
I love it.
Could be 8-3 or 9-3.
Absolutely love it, Kuvan. There's the lineup again. In case you need to see, this is the official predicted lineup and formation that we will be sticking with. It is the old 0-0-1-2 9. Oh, 8. I can't count. The
1-1-9.
The 0-0-1-1-9-8. Fuck it. This show's gone on long enough. Big up Lisa. This has been an episode unlike any other episode. I'll put it that way. But there's the lineup. In case y'all missed it, it is there. This is the old, yep, Boone, you know it. The old 0-0-1-1-9. That's what we're going to be rocking with tomorrow. Trust. The goals will be coming in from our end. Hopefully not on the other end. Because, you know, if you're sick and you're throwing up, you don't want, violent, big D on the other end. So
That sounds a little bit like an American sitcom, doesn't it? The Brooklyn 00119 or something like that.
it does. It does. And I was actually going to share a funny story, but I might wait till I end the stream to share it behind stage about coming out of both ends. So it was.
Is that after you ate the kangaroo?
Look here. That's not funny. It's a serious thing that actually occurs every day in Australia. People are fucking killing and eating these beautiful specimens, these beasts. And
When you went like that, I thought you were pulling a bit of kangaroo meat out of your teeth there.
fucking God. That's going to do it, y'all. Episode number 67.
Do you think Skippy will play tomorrow? Or do you think he'll be missing?
That's it. That is my head done in. But I want to say special thank you to Jayco for kicking us off with the first super chat of the day. Jim, with just a guy who loves Spurs before he fell asleep, hit us with the second super chat of the day. And then also big shout out to Ben Kaufman. Says Kate is just an Eeyore. Get on the double.
Sang Lee, Silence of the Room. Oh, I love it. Love it.
This is a very serious problem that I think y'all are just making light of. But you know what? We'll move. Bald bean counter, don't tell me you're stopping now. We've gone 2.5 hours, and I would say the last 2.5 hours has been very unique. Something you can't get anywhere else. I'll put it that way.
Tomorrow night.
Wow, Rootin' Town. Love that. That's really great. We're going to Rootin' Town. That's y'all are lovely.
Yeah.
Big up Boone. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up those of you who are YouTube chat members. Big up the 10-inch club. That's Chris Peters and I haven't seen him in a while, but Coop Dog out there too. YouTube chat members, part of the 10-inch club. So I want to say big shout out to you. Big shout out to everybody in the chat who's hit the like. I see 132 likes, 166 votes. That's 34 folks who didn't want to grab free beer on the way into the party. And quite honestly, it's questionable behavior. But you know what? We're all different humans. We all live life differently. But I'm ending the poll there. A resounding 88% says Spurs 3 points, no doubt. 7% says Spurs win, but it's because of luck. Shout out to those 7%. And then 3% says Spurs will lose at Luton. And then 1% says we're going to draw. So there you go. Some people do think we'll get to draw. So that's happening there. But big up everybody who has locked in live. If you're watching this back on playback, watch it before the kickoff, I hope. Because the prediction is just so fucking... Yeah. Exactly. That's the best way I could do it. But without further ado, that's going to do it here for us. And big shout out. Look at that. Someone just subscribed as I was plugging the channels and signing us off. So big up to that person who subscribed and the other 4 new subscribers to the channel of the show while the show was going on. And again, I hope you've all had a great afternoon, evening, morning. We play Luton in less than 12 hours. So if that doesn't get you stiff, I don't know what will. But before I keep going and just rambling on too long, let me love you and leave you and say, as always, stay fresh, stay blessed, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Quiz.
Spurs of America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.